everything works out for a reason. And, sometimes you have to speak up for yourself and defend yourself when things get crazy.
I just have to say that picture you sent me was amazing. The
Thank
bodies is
you.
tea, y'all. They sent me some really good pictures. I didn't know which ones to use, honey, but I can tell you right now, this one by itself snaps, honey. She snapped the dress, the hair, the everything. It was eating down. Okay. Brookie,
It did me really
baby,
wrong. It did me really wrong.
don't they can't see.
I look
Okay.
I look fat as fuck in that picture.
You look thick as hell, actually.
I got a tummy in that picture. It did me so wrong.
They did give you a little tummy. Look at the titties they gave me. Now we all know I
I
ain't
ain't
got
got no
them.
titties either. So why did they do me like that?
They gave me more titties than you, and we got about the same.
Yeah, I got them titties.
Okay, we gonna get back focused. I'm sorry, y'all. We got distracted. Okay, Brookie, how are you doing today?
Um, I'm alive.
Okay, so I want to know y'all experience from this meet and greet. Okay, apparently there's a lot of meet and skeet, meet and beat, meet and greet. Okay, there's all these meet and whatever they have to this story, right? Um, I want y'all to explain to me, y'all. Thank you. I want y'all to explain to me, how was y'all experience at the meet and greet? Brookie, I'll let you go first. Because I know we have situations where people talking about money laundering and all this type of stuff. What was your experience?
Um, parts of it was fun. It was nice to meet new people, and then other parts were chaotic and traumatizing, and a general statement.
Okay, so what were the good parts? Let's speak on the good first. We don't want to get straight to no bad stuff.
The events, I would have to say it was a lot of fun. I did things that I haven't ever done before, like, the Rage Room, going to Cascades. I mean, I've been roller skating before, but like never really Cascades. Um, Cigar lounges, never had been to STK before. So I got to experience a lot of first time in my life things that I haven't ever really been.
Oh,
That I haven't really
that's cool.
done.
That's dope. So you said traumatizing. Was there like some type of couple on couple thing going on? Because they said it was 7 men and 7 women. Was that
Oh
like
no. No,
okay?
no. It wasn't, nobody there was in a relationship. Nobody there was messing around with each other. It was actually, some of us knew each other from a previous meet and greet, was friends. It all just stems from a TikTok community, but there was nobody there that was in an active relationship or was talking to each other from my understanding. Okay, I can only speak on things from my understanding because I don't know what happens behind closed doors with people. I can only talk about what I've seen and hear with my eyes and to my knowledge. So
Okay.
that's all I can do.
Okay. Could I get everybody to tap the screen at 25K, please? And thank you. Um, you said that not to your knowledge. Was there ever a time where you okay, you know what? I'm not going to ask that question because it kind of just made me foggy. What I want to know is, when did the money go missing, and when did you notice the money going missing, and who got the money, or who do you think had the money?
So I didn't say anybody took money from me. No.
Okay.
I don't carry a purse either. What happened was is I had brought some cash that I had kept in a Crown Royal bag because anybody knows I used to be a dancer, so that's kind of like what you do. You keep it in a Crown Royal bag or an alcohol bag. Had it in an alcohol bag, Crown Royal bag, Crown Apple to be exact. And I went there with a certain amount. I know what I spent. It didn't equate to what I had left over. Now I could have lost it. I was drunk. We was throwing money on some girls. So that's really it. I never said that somebody took money from me, if that makes sense.
Okay. And what was the situation at STK?
So I don't specifically know whether Otis left his wallet. We got there. So we got there at a certain time. We were split between two tables, a big table and a small table. And I didn't know what the payment arrangements were. We sat there for about 2 hours. Some of us ate, some of us didn't. And at the end of it, you know, people complained. When people complained, food was, you know, comped from the bill. Food wasn't liked. That was brought out to the table because it was cold. So that was comped. And we sat there for about 30 minutes, you know, trying to get all payment situated. I know the small table paid for their food, but the big table did not. And then once everything was comped and the bill was situated, Otis came to me and was like, hey, I don't have my wallet. Do you
Hold
mind?
on, pause right there, Bricky. Pause right there. Sequoia, were you at the STK?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, did you pay for your part or did you put in?
I actually didn't. When I got there, their food was coming so late, and I was like, "No, I'm not eating this," because it just took. They had been waiting for an hour.
Yeah,
and
he
I
did
got
say they
there
waited
late.
a long time. I do remember him telling me
So
that.
No, STK.
yeah,
Did y'all do a reservation for STK or no?
We did at 7:30.
Did y'all get there at 7:30?
We got there at 7:15. Sequoia did come late.
This
because
Atlanta
Sequoia,
girl is
I didn't
ghetto.
get there
Sequoia
too
did
late.
come
Kate.
late. I will say this. Sequoia did come late. She was not staying in the house actively. She was not there as a person who stayed in the house.
Can we
So
go to the
what?
comments real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so we have some comments that we are going to pick out. We have Papaya saying, I'm hearing that it was poverty. Someone else said, I hope they didn't try to take advantage of Brookie's old big back asses. The other one says, Otis used the white woman like he was supposed to. Ouch. Okay. The poors did not eat. Oh, that's ghetto. It is very ghetto. Very
Okay.
ghetto. If you go to a restaurant and your food doesn't come out within an hour, you would not be paying. I would not be paying no goddamn bill.
Me neither. Mm-mm.
Respectfully, I will say that my order came out dry and cold. I ordered an 8-ounce steak.
Dry and cold.
It came out dry and cold. I literally cut through that bitch and literally no juice. And I like my steak medium, either medium rare or medium. And
Well, you know, they can't cook out here, KG. We've been out here for a
they
minute. We
can't.
know
Yeah.
we waste our money.
I would say that's why I didn't eat. And literally I was picking apart my fries. I was so irritated because like I literally was thrown off by my fucking steak. After waiting
It's
over
weird
an
'cause when I
hour,
got there,
Slimmy, I'm gonna
everyone
bring
was
you
just
right
sitting.
back.
Everyone was just sitting there. No one was eating, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is the food?"
Oh,
You know,
dang, Foxy, hold
you
on. Let
know.
me bring you right back. I gotta switch you for BK. Foxy. Damn, why I keep bringing?
On automatic?
I don't know what. No, it's not on automatic because remember I took it off because of them dancers. Sequoia, hold on. I'm gonna bring you right back. I do need Sequoia up here though. So
It
hold
is
on.
on automatic.
It
All right,
is. Why is
hey,
it doing
excuse me,
that?
respectfully,
Because you sent it to me and it said automatically to accept or whatever. So the way you sent it out, you sent it for automatic. Hold on, BK, just 1 second. So she can get her thing straight when she's sending it out. Because you are sending for people to accept automatically. And it's bringing people straight up when you're dropping people down.
All right, so me and the Common Cousin Association really don't care about how y'all food was. We don't care how it was cooked. We don't give a fuck if it was edible. We want to get to the point and to the facts, okay? I'm going to go back to the comments. Please don't have me come back up here again. We don't care about y'all food, okay? All right.
First of all, everybody cares about their food. They
We
said
not
it was
even at
ghetto.
25K
It was
yet.
ghetto.
So tell you and your common cousins they better get the tapping a little bit more. I'm gonna keep moving slower. Y'all know how y'all
BK,
like
I'm
that
coming to the
session? Nice and
association.
slow? Yeah. Alexa, play nice and slow.
Nice and Slow and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Yeah, y'all get the tapping it. Get me to 25K, please, and thank ya. Let's go. It's not gonna take much.
You know I'm coming over, right?
Who cares?
You got an eye for me.
We don't care about it being irritating. Y'all gonna make sure y'all come in my house and tap. It's 291 people in here. Grab your daily heart needs. Make me happy. It's Sunday. Be fruitful. Okay? Alexa, pause. Y'all thought y'all was finna hear the whole song. Okay, let's get back to it. Sequoia. Moderators, please mute Lickle, please. Thank you. I don't feel like going back and forth today. It's Sunday.
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop.
Muted. Brookie. You ready? Because we finna go a little bit deeper now. Okay, so pick up where you left off when it came to the table.
Okay. So they were talking about food being comped, and it wasn't to a waitress; it was to the manager of STK. They were talking about food being comped and getting all the food comped and everything situated like that when it came to the meals. And the imbalance was $574 and some change. Otis said that he had forgot his wallet, was having side talk with other people, I guess, trying to figure it out, when he looked at me and asked me if I would, cover it. And at this point, I'm not the type to make a scene in a restaurant or anything like that. I was, frustrated from not being able to eat and was already irritated. So I just wanted to go. I was feeling good about, the drinks that was in my system and everything like that. So I had my card in my wallet and pulled my card out, handed it to the manager myself to
Who
pay
dropped
for it.
Olandra?
See, Brookie, I didn't even know you paid for their food
I did.
until Otis hit me afterwards and was like, after I got home and everything, and he's like, "Hey, did you pay for your portion of STK?" And I'm thinking like, huh? Like I said, I didn't even get anything. Which if I did, I would have laid my own credit card down for my
Okay,
own.
so let me write this down. So as of right now, Brookie's on Teacup. I need her to come back from Teacup.
I had a question, and this is, I think, KG. They were saying that how much did y'all spend like overall for the trip?
So there was two different tickets.
Girl,
So
shut up!
oh,
Sorry, y'all. My dog was barking. Keep going.
oh there was two different tickets. One ticket was like 250 something, like tax, and that was just to come to the event. Like the events, outside. So that's the one that I paid for. And then there was one specifically to stay in the house and go to all the events. And I don't know how much that one was specifically, but
That one
that
was like 4 something.
okay.
I paid the 2 something too.
Well,
Oh,
there
it
it
was
is.
5
Well,
something.
there is the transaction for the
Okay, so it was
STK.
574.34. Brookie, you said he owed you how much?
He sent me the receipt, which I do not have those screenshots because, quite frankly, I delete my text messages due to my OCD. He sent me the receipt. The end all balance was like 1,000 something dollars before comps, and after comps, this is what was left. He has sent me two people's foods back, and I can actually get the screenshots for that to show that he did send me back, which equated to about $200.
So he still owe you like 300.
Well, I'm not including because I did pay for KG's drink, and I had 2 drinks and my French fries. So I would have to say
200.
$200 is still up in the air.
Belly, you getting this down? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the number. And so this is just for the meals that day. I want to make sure we all
This is
clear.
what was left after one table had paid for their food, because the smaller table did pay for their food. This
Yeah.
was from our table. And I paid it in full. And like I said, I do have the screenshots that he has paid me for 2 people's foods or 2 people's tickets. But he told me that he wasn't able to contact two of the women that were there. And so
What?
he hasn't been able to, I don't know their names. I think it's
How
like
many?
Kimberly or something. I don't know.
Like
Is that right,
currently, as we
Sylvia?
speak, they still owe you money.
Currently, as we
Currently.
speak, they
Got
still owe me
Kim.
money.
Okay,
Kim.
so let me ask you a question, Brookie. There, you said there was 7 men there, correct?
Yes.
And 7 women.
Yes.
So out of those 7 men, 7 men couldn't come up with $474. None of the men tried to contribute within that $475.
The bill I saw was like
I'll take
$1,200.
that as a no. So 7 men, no one contributed, but the women, correct? Are those the people who sent you money
Repeat your
back? Are
question.
those
I'm so
women
sorry.
or men?
Say, 2 men.
Okay, so we're gonna say 5 men didn't contribute.
Well, you have to also understand there was another table, and they did pay for their food and they did pay for their drinks.
So why were the tables separate? Was it because it was too many people?
Yes.
Okay, so one table. Who was all at y'all table?
It was me, Scuba,
I don't remember. I was
Kim,
drinking.
Hold on,
Kim's
slow it
sister.
down. You said you. Who else?
It was me, Scuba,
Mm-hmm.
Kim,
Mm-hmm.
Kim's sister,
Mm-hmm.
Otis,
Mm-hmm.
Kiki, Brookie, KG, and there was one person next to me. I don't know who that was though.
So
So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so separate tables, separate bill, or same bill, even though it's separate tables.
What was that last name?
Souls.
No,
Souls. Okay, thank you.
Scuba
And
did pay. I will say the 2 people that paid was
okay.
Scuba and Souls. Those 2 people were the one
Oh,
that
Scuba
have paid
popped
their
out.
tickets.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah, Scuba did pay his way. He is very, he is very honest. Scuba did pay his way, and so did Souls. Those were the 2 people that have paid their tickets. I mean,
And
have
then
paid.
and I
Sequoia
didn't
didn't
owe
even get no
anything.
food. Sequoia didn't even get no food.
And I even tipped, but I didn't owe anything. But I tipped the waiter. So
So Scuba
That's
and
what.
who else? Who was the other people that paid their own
Souls.
way?
They paid
Souls.
back what they owed.
Scuba and
They did.
Souls paid.
Yes, they paid back what they owed.
All right,
My
but Kim, Otis, Kiki, KG, and Kim's sister, they didn't pay, which left Brookie paying the whole thing.
correct.
I know,
fucked
man.
up.
How could they assume that somebody else is going to be able to cover the tab?
I don't know. I don't know the
Yeah,
answer to that.
I don't know the situation because Bricky and I did not eat. Bricky
Yeah,
and
my
I
food
literally
never
sat
came.
beside each other.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
The
So
only
Brookie never even
thing
got no damn food.
I didn't.
that's what I'm saying.
Correction. No, correction. I did get my truffle
No,
fries.
Brookie did get food.
I
I
did
saw
get
it.
my truffle fries. That was the only thing
You
that I
had
got,
fries
and they
and a
were
drink.
cold.
Brookie had fries.
Yes, they were
Brookie
cold.
fries. So hold on. So the $574 was that then everything that was paid?
Yes, that's for
after
everything.
comp.
So
Yep.
Brookie fries costed her $574.34.
Oh, and she had 2 drinks because she paid
And
for
our
her
2
drink and
drinks.
KG drink.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was 3 drinks total. My
Your
Okay.
fries
You
fries
and
had
your
2
and 2
drinks.
drinks.
I
drinks
had 1.
costed you $574.34.
Yes.
Okay.
My question is, if you were not there, how was they gonna pay for that?
I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
They was trying to dine and
Because
didn't.
to automatically assume you had it, this was wild to me. Because what if you ain't have it?
Right.
I'm telling y'all
Okay.
right now, when y'all see me at these meet and greets, I ain't got it.
On my
Don't
soul,
expect
Yeah, I
me
wish
to.
you would have
I don't
talked
give a
to
fuck
me.
what type of car I drive, house, nothing.
I
I
ain't
ain't
got
got
it.
it.
To my
I'm telling
knowledge,
you right now, I'll
it
pay
was
my shit in advance before I sit at the table. Don't play
And
with
to
that's
me.
why
my
I said
knowledge,
Sequoia was
Don't
smart. She
do
got
it.
her own
there
room.
was
She had
supposed
her
to
own rental
be
car.
I will pull the waitress to the side, like, hey, look, I'm letting you know right now. Bring
To
my
my
bill separate.
knowledge, there was supposed to be, to my knowledge,
Fuck that.
Otis was supposed to say something when we got to the house. That was supposed to be a conversation had before
Yes.
everybody stepped out to the everything. He told her, because we were in his face, we literally were sitting next to each other and sitting next to Otis. That was the conversation. When we got to the house, Otis was supposed to have a house meeting and make sure that he got paid back.
Yes, and it
And when
wasn't
he and when he
until
got and when
it,
he got to the car, he was also supposed to pay her back as well. So
yes.
I'm gonna say that for Brookie.
So it wasn't until after the meet and greet that I did contact Otis in order to get everything situated with the payment.
Contact what? When you put that fork to your mouth, you knew that you ordered
Mm-hmm.
this. Yo, quit. You know what? Let me take
I
Yeah, I
care of
have
wish
this.
you
been.
would have talked to me, girl. What? Y'all didn't even tell me none of this shit.
There was so much that had happened, Sequoia, that the
Yes,
least
Sequoia,
of
you
my
just
worries,
take a seat on
yeah,
this, because
the
if you
least
was
of my worries was money that I can make back easily.
Okay.
okay, Papaya want to ask a question. Is that okay, y'all?
Yeah, that's fine.
Of
Okay,
course.
Sequoia, I'm gonna bring you right back. Go back in the request.
Have you on the doing dishes? Real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, hey panel.
Hey.
Hey Brookie. Brookie. Quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, bless your heart. Bless your heart and your wallet. Cause I would have looked at motherfuckers and giggled.
I'm too nice as a person. I'm sorry.
Um, so if I'm hearing the story right, because I was in a comment. So Otis didn't pay.
No.
Otis didn't pay, but he ate.
Yes. Mind
Are we
you, I do
surprised?
want to say
No, okay.
this.
So
I
Otis
did
Let
didn't
throw
me
this
write
in
pay.
that
there.
down.
I will say
Right.
this. Otis got the the tomahawk steak and ate all of it and then
And
complained
guess
about
what
Wow.
his
he would
food.
have and he would have Tama paid. Listen to me, Brookie. I'm finna give you this advice. They had their money. They just wanted to see who was gonna feel bad and pay for it. Next time you tell a waiter, hey waiter, I had the citrus salmon and the mojito. My friend here had a Long Island iced tea, and that should have been your bill. But I wanted to say this. I think it is a sickness to be on here and owe somebody money and then still be on TikTok. Like you don't owe somebody bread. And a lot of
He
bread.
was hounding Bad Gal about that
He was
$35. Let me put that on there.
to owe somebody hella bread and be hosting panels. Oh, I crash every day.
I
But
feel
I
like
do have this question. So when y'all pay for the meet and greet, I thought the meet and greet included activities. So was that a scam? Was y'all gonna pay for that meet and greet and still have to pay for your own activities? Because me personally, MX would have got a charge and said, "Yeah, friend, I was scammed." You know, it's
We
Atlanta.
did.
That's what I would have said.
Whenever we went to Cascades, we paid for our ticket to get in.
We paid for
What?
Um,
everything. We paid for
yeah, we
everything
paid for
on that
everything
trip.
at the event.
What?
Yeah.
I to my knowledge, I thought which to my knowledge, I thought that the ticket was for me to be at the
No.
events, paying for the
Scam.
events. So
Scam.
we still
so.
had
What
to
did the
pay and come out of money.
$400 cover?
Okay, this is my thing, y'all. Hold on. Give me a minute. That just blew me because they was get your ticket, get your ticket, get your ticket. I'm thinking that this, what, 400 and something dollars that we were going to be paying included everything.
Can I ask a question? So did they
Absolutely.
start leaving the table one by one? How did you end up with the bill?
No, we were all still at the table. He turned to me and he asked me. KG was
What?
actually in the middle of that conversation when he was like, "Do you mind covering the rest? I don't have my wallet." And I said, "Yeah, that's not a problem as long as we're able to leave because I'm over it and I'm hungry and I'll just DoorDash something to the house."
So
But what
you
about
just
everybody
paid.
else?
He didn't ask. He literally had side talk trying to figure out whose was what and what was where with what table and this and that. I wasn't a part of those conversations. But I just know he directly asked me to pay. I don't know if he asked
Do you
anybody
have
else.
Kim's sister number? We need to call Kim's sister because she didn't
We
pay, and
need
that's the
Kiki
problem.
in here too.
Who is
Find
Kiki?
Kiki.
Get Kiki in here. So, Brooke, when you just wanted to go in the age of 2026, because you can tap to pay almost anything. You could tap to pay to buy somebody at this point, or you can Venmo because he be getting cash apps because you know that's on his thing. His cash app is active. In the future, would you consider making a motherfucker get the amount of money to you before you pay the full bill?
You have to repeat that. I'm so sorry.
Would you consider making a motherfucker pay you in full before your card go on that table? Because we're in the age of 2025,
Absolutely.
2026.
Like I said,
People
I'm
can,
too nice
yeah.
as a person.
No, Brookie is going to pull the waitresses to the side going forward and let them know, bring my check separately.
Yeah,
Don't
that's what
tell me
I'm gonna
about
do.
nobody else's staff story. I ain't
I
got
would
nothing
have
to.
said it out loud,
You
Bella.
saw them eat them fries. I didn't have those fries, so don't put that on my meal. That's how
No,
she's
Bella,
gonna
I would
address
have
it.
said it out loud. I would have said, "Sir, this is a table full of adults, and everybody ate
That's what I
individually.
thought
I
you were
need my
asking. I'm
check."
so sorry. That's why I was like,
Now
repeat the
they
question.
said
No, I'll
meet and
pay my
scam.
own. I'll pay my
So,
own. And
okay,
I
so it
should
was a
have done
meet and
that. But like I
scam.
said, I was just so ready just to leave because I was excited to go because everybody talks, so highly about STK. I was really excited to go. I'm a steak eater myself. I love my steaks.
We
And
literally were
so,
talking about it at the table. We were so
yeah,
excited.
we were really excited. And so after 2 hours, like
Cousin,
I
how you
said,
get
I
in?
was just ready to go home and order some DoorDash so I could eat. I had been drinking.
So, Brookie, I would have respectfully told all the adults, we're at a little fake semi decent restaurant. It's not a McDonald's. Please don't get in here being embarrassing and not having no money. I would have just left. I would have paid, and they would have had to figure that out
To
because
pick
outside
one
of
of the
that being,
highest restaurants in Atlanta and not have the money to go is crazy.
and then
It's
to get a
so many
tomahawk is
tax.
crazier.
So
Right.
can I ask a
And you
hard
ordered the
question?
highest
So
tax on the
because
menu.
KG was at the
Okay,
table, KG, what
Papaya.
was the
Hold
reason?
on one second, Bella. Papaya, did you have any more questions?
I wanted to have this quick question. Brookie, since as of today, is there any more communications on paying you your money back, or are you just gonna eat that?
I the last time I talked to Otis about paying my money back was 3 days after the meet and greet. I haven't talked to him since. I haven't heard from him due to the rest of the series of events that happened that I took my space from it, which was also advised to me from my therapist to just separate myself from that group of people.
Okay, needing therapy for this is crazy. And this is my last question because you did answer that the tickets were for naught because they were a scam. So cheap ticket would have got you the same thing as the expensive ticket.
Mm-hmm.
The living accommodations,
Mm-hmm.
was it in fact poverty stricken, as in not everyone had a space to lay, play, and stay?
So
Yes or
I'll put
no?
it this way. I wasn't going to speak on, details when it came to that, but I told Tasia I'd put it all on the floor because I don't need no narrative spent. The house was supposedly a 5-bedroom, 5-bath house.
For
And there
seven
was
and seven
only,
people?
hold on one second. I'll explain it. 5-bedroom, 5-bath house. 2 of those bedrooms only had 1 bed in it. 3 of those bedrooms had bunk beds in it. Well, no, 2 of those bedrooms had bunk beds in it, and one of those bedrooms had 2 full mattresses in it, full size mattresses. Okay. There was only 3 bathrooms that we seen. We don't know where the other 2 bathrooms were. One in the master bedroom, one in the hallway where the rest of the other 4 bedrooms were, and then one downstairs.
There's one in the
Thank you
attic.
for answering my questions, Brookie. After seeing the living accommodations, we wouldn't have went out to eat.
Do you hear me?
I dropped down, but we wouldn't have ate
So we
shit
have
but
a
All
piss.
I'm
five
gonna say
bed,
is
three
this:
bath
I would
in the
have flipped
notes.
that whole table over. Cause what you mean?
Okay,
I
bring
gotta fit
BK
this
back.
bill.
And
I
then
gotta
Sequoia,
flip
I'm gonna
this
bring you back
bill.
because apparently BJ has a message for the people that haven't got me to 25K yet. Huh?
Okay, so yeah, we do need to get to 25K if y'all want to
100,
continue.
actually. Thank you.
It seems like this is a dictatorship over here. So,
We
okay, let's
barely
go
got
ahead
to
and let's go ahead
25.
and tap her up to 100K. Okay, 100K. Share the live out. We only have 27 shares. So if y'all can go ahead and share the live out to at least 5 people and then repost the live as well. Okay. Grab your daily heart means it's only 1 cent and tapping is free. Thank y'all so much. But I do have a question. Nobody offered to drive him Otis back to his home to go pick up his wallet.
I don't know the whole situation with his wallet. I can't give you details on that. I was not in the house on the first day. I stopped by for an hour that Thursday.
I wasn't there
Due
on
to
the
me,
first day either because I was at
um,
work.
due to me being a mom, my children come first. So I was with my children that night, that Thursday night. I went that Friday
Well,
after
I'm
I
just
last
that was just
minute
the only
packed my
question. That
bag.
was the that
So I
okay. That
don't
was
know.
you answered that question. So nobody. So while y'all was at the table, he asked you to, go and ask you to pay. Nobody said, "How about this? We'll stay here, and you can go. We'll take you to get your wallet. One
Yeah, I
person can
don't
leave and go get
know.
the wallet."
That would have to be a question that would have
Thank
to
you,
be asked to
Taya.
people who had been there the whole time, or to Otis or to Cartel. I
All
don't
right.
know.
My next question is: if it's 14 of y'all and it's only 5 bedrooms, who all was supposed to share a bedroom?
So Scuba and Souls was supposed to share a room. The next room was Kim and her sister, then the bodyguards, and then her name's what? I forget who got the solo room, KG, the room that was by themselves, and then Otis got the master bedroom.
So was the bodyguards on bunk beds?
No, they were in the full
Y'all
size
seen them?
room.
Show the bodyguards. They
They were
are
in the
fucking huge.
They
they were
was
in the
huge.
room with the 2 full size beds.
Wait, the nigga that didn't.
So you
I'm
had
trying to take this serious,
You
y'all, but
had
it's pissing
Scuba
me
and
off.
Souls share bunk beds. Mind you, Souls never slept in the room. He slept in the living room, from my understanding, because he was up all hours of the night.
Okay,
Um,
boom. Let's stop right there, Bookie. How many people slept in the living room?
well, it wasn't in the living room. There was like multiple rooms that had couches, so it was considered a confessional room where we were supposed to have confessionals at. There was 2 futons in there, which I slept on. That's where I slept. I slept on one of the futons. And then shoot.
A
So did
futon, they kind of
KG.
hard. You slept on a futon? Y'all was at a
I'm sorry.
lock-in. Y'all was at a lock-in.
And Soul slept in the chair in the living room. Like I said,
Here.
I went to get her
he
wine.
was drunk. He was drunk as all get out. So you know what happens when you're drunk. You kind of just end up where you end up. The first night of STK was lit as all get out. We were all hammered, like drunk as all get out. So people passed out
Let
where
me
they
go get my
passed out
wine
that
too,
night.
Bella.
I know Otis, when we woke up the next morning, Otis was asleep on the couch, sitting up on the couch. And me and KG, majority of the time was in the confessional rooms because that's where, we slept at.
Y'all had to sleep in the confessionals after you almost paid
I
$1,000.
chose to because the
Nah,
original
So
But
agreement,
man.
Rookie, you
hold
what
on.
if you chose to? Where else would you have
I was about
slept?
to answer that. The original agreement, Otis had asked me to share a
Drop
room
me
with
somebody
him.
trying to come up.
Hold on, wait, wait, stop. You said what?
I said the original agreement was Otis had asked me to share a room. I kept my stuff in Otis's room, but I was planning to sleep elsewhere anyways.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So wait, you and Otis was supposed to share a room?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad you
he
caught
said,
that.
and the reasoning for that was, like I said, I'm a nice person. So the
If
reason
I
for that
pay that
was, hold on,
motherfucking
wait,
Wait,
bill, you was supposed to
wait.
get the
Ozzy. Hold on,
biggest.
Let me
Ozzy.
answer the question.
Don't sit with
The
that
reason for that
relationship.
is he had called me 2 days before the meet and greet, was like, hey, are you cool sharing a room with me? I said, yeah. I don't really know how much sleeping's going to be done, but I really don't mind. He said, because Kiki is coming last minute and she is going to have a room, which, by the way, she didn't even have a room. She slept in the little study area on the couch across from the confessional room. She was another one that slept on the couch. So all in all, he, I guess, lied to me because there was no room that he gave to Kiki. I was just, being nice under the preface that, me and Otis were really good friends. So I didn't mind giving up my room for someone that he wasn't as close to make sure that they were comfortable. What did you say?
Okay, cause y'all, thank you, J.E. Yeah, okay, Bella.
girl, listen, at a time like this, I had to make me one. And I'll drink to that.
Cause I'm at the share the room with Otis.
Girl, I'm still stuck at the dinner table. Huh?
stuck on the fact that she ain't have a bed, but she paid that motherfucking bill.
Exactly my point. On top of paying to come to the meet and greet, we're at a band right now.
You should have got the master bed.
And out of all of that, she's only received $200 out of that $1,000. I'm writing it all down. 200.
I can actually go get how much my ticket was if you give me 2 seconds.
Can I ask when was this meet and greet? What month was this?
February.
That's why they did this shit. That's why they did this shit.
Black history.
I see what this is now. So y'all want reparations off of Brooklyn? I just peep game. February meet and greet. Okay. I see what this is.
So you think they would look for reparations?
They knew she was gonna pay.
Okay.
So, Rookie, have you and Otis ever been out before and you paid a bill?
The very first time I met him, I had asked if he wanted to go because I had not met Otis yet. This was before the actual first meet and greet that we went to. I had asked Otis if he wanted to, meet up for some food. And my thing is if I ask somebody, that's my friend to go out with me, I'll pay for it. But that was the only time, and that was at a Korean barbecue place. That was the only time that I ever paid. We went to Chili's after that, and he paid for that meal.
Otis did say if one of his female friends, they first time going out to eat, that we have to pay first.
Him and Brookie were a couple. I thought Brookie and Otis were a couple, so I wasn't surprised if they shared a credit card or a check. To be honest,
Wait a minute, hold on. You thought they was dating?
She told me that was her ex.
That was
it was a skit. Hold on, wait.
Jesus!
There was certain people that we didn't tell. Me and Otis did a skit last year. Ty was involved in it where so many people think that Otis hates BLK women when all in all he doesn't like white tea women. From my understanding, he doesn't like white tea women. So him and Ty came to me and was like, hey, we want to go ahead, and this is where we had, the public breakup on Tea Times panel and all that. It was a skit. There was certain people that didn't know, even after we did a live saying that it was all a skit, that still didn't know. And we just ran with the fact of, we were exes. So it was all a skit.
You told me that on the back end, though.
Otis told me to tell you that. Yeah, Otis told me to tell you that.
Was the bill a skit too?
Say that again?
The bill wasn't a skit.
No. I'm saying this was like way before way before the second meet and greet that me and Otis did this skit on TikTok. And we did like a whole public breakup on Tea Times panel. Zia and Rasa was on that panel. It was like a whole big thing back when Tea Time. It was a whole thing. And,
I didn't see any of that.
Tea Time knew that it was a skit too. And we came forward on Otis's panel and said that it was a skit.
I didn't see none of that. So it was just when me and her were talking.
I saw that.
So y'all was doing skits. Hold on. So y'all was doing skits long before, but y'all was mad at us for our damn skit. I should whoop you. You know what? Okay.
They said they've been doing skits on Messy Talk too. Ray said they've been doing skits also. The thing is, we should have just kept it going for a few days instead of telling on ourselves the same goddamn day. What I will say is, okay, what I want to ask is, KG, what's the guy name again? KO?
KO, yeah.
Okay, so at what point did you and KO see a little flame going on?
So let him tell it when I first walked in. But we kind of were like conversing with each other, light flirting, whatever. When I got there Friday evening.
So y'all didn't know each other before the meet and greet?
No, we didn't know each other before meet and greet. Like literally, when I got there, that was my first time meeting everyone. I got there like right after work or around the time right at the work, and I was in contact with Ricky and Otis, like letting them know timestamp wise how long it would take me to get there and stuff. And it wasn't in my intention to even like stay or whatever. So when I got there, I was, basically like, oh, damn, like we going to eat. Like, okay, let me just, Bricky was like, well, I got you something, to wear, whatever. We basically the same ass, you know what I'm saying? But me and her, we were just excited to see each other and just excited. So, yeah.
Right. During the time, I just didn't want to separate.
Yeah. We was
originally
locked in. Mm-hmm.
you didn't originally pay to go to the like actual like meet and greet whole event. You paid to go to one event, or you paid for the whole event?
I paid for the events in general. So I didn't pay to stay in the house. I paid for the event. So for example, STK, there was one night of bowling that unfortunately I couldn't make it to, but things like that, for example, I paid for to show up and be there part of those events.
Okay, how much was that?
That was $257.
And you still had to pay for events when you got there? Or did
Yep.
that cover the what?
Yeah, I still had to pay for the
So what is the
food.
257 for?
Just to see their asses in person.
Are you
Get the
fucking
fuck out of
kidding me?
here.
I didn't pay for the events, y'all. I didn't pay for it. Like we went to the rec room, I didn't pay for that. I thought all that was included. Now I wouldn't expect for them to pay for my food at STK, but you know, like when the chef came, I didn't pay for that. That was included.
Yeah, like those things, the chef when the chef was included. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, because
Didn't you all have a van?
I
So,
paid for
Brookie,
myself.
this was for the actual meet and greet itself, right?
This was the ticket I paid, $464.75.
Just oh.
Let's
Ooh.
go get my
You're
calculator.
not
I'll
doing
be
a
right back.
breakdown. There was a whole lot of stuff. You got the Airbnb.
264.
I can show how much I paid at Cascade for the Cascade. Well, at Cascade, I did pay for KG because
No. I
A
paid for Otis and
seasonal
myself at
pass.
Oh,
Cascade.
that no,
Listen,
you're
stay
right.
woke. Stay
At
woke,
the
y'all. Hold
who
on.
paid for Otis and her
Yeah,
and
he
KG?
But
asked
wait,
me.
stay
He asked me
woke.
to
This
pay for
is
him.
crazy.
He asked me to
So
pay
what
for
the
him.
fuck did Otis pay for?
Wait,
Nothing, nothing.
stay woke, Tasia. A
I'm
seasonal
very woke.
pass.
You
Wait,
hear me?
look, Tasia, look. A seasonal pass at Six Flags costs less than what the fuck
Is
they fucking paying.
$130.
We
Costs less
literally
than what the
paid
fuck
for
they pay.
Otis. We literally paid
Brookie,
for
show
Otis.
me the receipts of which you paid at places that y'all went. Because right now,
Okay, hold on.
Man, fuck that. I'm going to do a meet and greet next month, y'all. Y'all want, you know what I'm
right
saying?
now, Brookie is at 1,039. Okay.
I paid $257.25.
Plus, how much did she spend in a strip club?
Okay,
Almost a
so hold on
thousand.
one sec. I'll do the breakdown. Okay, so y'all are gonna jump me all over the place, and then they're not gonna get the full story from me. So it's kind of giving me a little bit of
I got you. I got
anxiety.
you.
I'm not gonna lie, because
I
y'all are
got you.
jumping
Deep breath.
everywhere without the story actually being told. And you know how people like to break down without the story, without all the events being put into place of how things
Correct.
happen.
That's why I'm trying to break this down as far as the places that y'all went, the amount that y'all spent. That's where we at right now.
So we did get hold on one second. I'll help you guys out with this one. You're gonna have to drop someone when it comes to it because I'll
Okay.
just show the itinerary. So hold
Okay.
on.
Foxy, come right back. Go in the request.
It's too much.
I'm calling the Better Business Bureau. Okay, let's do it. Right now, we are at 1,039, y'all. And we haven't even got to the events or the strip club. This is just STK and for her pass for the meet and greet. Okay? That's a fucking vacation. She could have went to this right here, this ticket alone is a ticket for her to go to fucking Thailand. This is 3 fucking passports.
But none of y'all would have done that. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have put my credit card down like that. Come on now.
That's what I said, Jay. I said, why would they choose the highest restaurant in Atlanta?
Well, we didn't know
Facts,
until like I think the email was sent out maybe 2 days before. We didn't know. We didn't even know of the restaurant. I don't think it was on the. itinerary. Yeah, I think it was just
Yeah, it
a
wasn't.
restaurant, like it was dinner.
What kills me is that
Period.
you couldn't pay and you got the highest damn steak on the menu. The highest steak on the menu.
I think what just irritated me was the fact that he was one of the very few people that actually got their full meal. Like Brookie and I didn't get a meal. Brookie got her fries. And her and I shared like one or two fries, but then we
Okay,
looked at each
hold
other
on,
like,
y'all. Hold on. There's a message that needs to be told to BK. BK, I was told that she is depressed and she missed her granny, and to not black her, please. Continue.
Okay, so as we wait on Brookie so mostly everybody fell asleep in the living room. We finna do a recap. So far, y'all, we are talking about there was 7 men and 7 women at the meet and greet. Only 5 people contributed to the STK, which was only the first event that we've gone down to, y'all. The people that were at that table was Sequoia, Scuba, Kim's sister, Otis, Kiki, Brooke, KG, and Souls. Okay. It was told that Scuba and Souls definitely paid their way. Okay. Sequoia did not have any food. Brookie ended up paying the tab, which she showed us was $474.34. Okay. She also paid $464.75 for the meet and greet itself. Okay.
Now, I will say this. I wasn't there on Thursday, so I didn't do anything Thursday.
Okay.
There was
Thursday
multiple.
we
Hold
were
on one
not
second,
there.
KG. Hold on. There was, by the way, when I did get there, there was multiple bottles, so they had already covered the alcohol at the house. Now, we had breakfast at the house on Friday. I wasn't there. I didn't get there till about noon. And we didn't go to Stone Mountain. We went to the Rage Room.
Of course y'all didn't go to Stone Mountain.
At the Rage Room, I don't know who paid at the Rage Room. I know Otis didn't even partake in it. The people who partook at the Rage Room was Kartel, Prophetess, Souls, me, Sequoia, because me and Sequoia did it together. And that was it, right, Sequoia?
And Prophetess.
And I said Prophetess, so it was 5 of us.
Yeah.
So
And Kartel.
yeah, Kartel as well. So if I probably Kartel paid for that. I don't know who paid for that. I don't know. It was a reservation that was made and paid when we got there. And only 5 people could do it. And then after that was STK. And then after STK, we went to a cigar lounge where I know Kartel paid for me and KG's drinks. We didn't have to pay for any drinks there. Me, KG, and a couple other people Kartel paid for. He literally just was like, I'll cover the tab. And that was it. I think it was like 6 people on one tab, and everybody bought their own cigars of what they wanted. Now, I don't know who all split the payment there or who paid who or what paid what.
50K taps, y'all. Let's go.
So I don't know. I didn't pay for anything at the cigar lounge.
Do you know how much that tab was, though? Do you know
No,
how
I
much
don't.
that tab was?
I was wasted. When I tell you I was wasted, I was gone. Like,
And what
absolutely
day was
gone,
this?
crying in the
Cigar
bathroom.
Lounge was which
That was
day?
Friday.
Same night as STK.
Okay. Okay.
And I didn't pay for anything at the cigar lounge either.
So, you can put it back to the other layout. So, I was absolutely wasted. We'll get to the cigar lounge where we're at. Now, the series of events to add the backstory, because this does play into part. The cigar lounge we went to was the cigar lounge where I had found out that my ex that I was really serious with had cheated on me. And while I was at the cigar lounge, and I wish Kartel's page didn't get bananaed, because there was a video on there that showed like I was going back and forth with someone in text messages. I hadn't talked to my ex for a while, and he had hit me up. And anybody who knows when you're drunk and something that has already like been traumatizing in your life resurfaces, it automatically triggers you for the worse. So I went down into the bathroom and I cried. I was crying my eyes out. And I texted KG.
Hold on. Could you say why you were crying your eyes out again? I didn't. I think I missed. My brain skipped it.
Because we were at a place that I was already, we were at a cigar lounge where I had found out, my ex had cheated on me the year prior.
Okay.
And he had texted me at that cigar lounge some really fucked up shit.
Okay. So bad memory, bad text.
Yeah. So it like triggered the fuck out of me. and it made me cry.
I remember I talked to you.
Yeah, I called you in the bathroom, and then you were like, well, text KG and tell KG to come down there, and that's exactly what I did. So I texted KG to come down there. KG came down there. And I wiped my face and I put on a safe face, went back up. Well, we were also celebrating Otis's birthday. So I went up to the DJ, me and KG concoctioned up a plan that I would give Otis a birthday dance because I was a dancer. Okay. So it was like, might as well just go ahead and give him like a little dance for his birthday in front of everyone. We were in the top section of the cigar lounge. No shame in my game. I stand 10 toes on what I do, regardless. So I went up, told them to put on a birthday song. They did. And I literally I was wearing a long black dress too. And I gave Otis like a minute dance, KG. And then I came and started dancing on you. I think that's how long it was. I was gone.
Yeah, it was like maybe like 30 seconds, a minute long, but I got the best dance, so fuck all y'all. I'm just like,
I was all in KG's lap dancing.
I had a mother
like,
freaking time, okay?
Yeah,
cigar in hand, ass in the other. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it was like it was just one of those, like, it was his birthday. I wanted to be nice. I was drunk. You do stupid shit when you're drunk. If I look back at it, I probably would have never done that in a sober mind. I was absolutely demolished about, drank at STK and then we was pouring up shots at that cigar lounge, pouring up shots.
Ultimately, I was just trying to keep Brookie's like spirit up. Like I just wanted to distract her. So if it was ass shaking, we was dancing, laughing, giggling. If that was the method, I was gonna do it.
Yeah, so we was all like happy and everything like that. And then
Kiara.
we go to leave.
Here, see, this is why she wanted to block you before now.
Actually, no, before that, Otis, I don't know who told him, but someone told him I was crying. And so he had been down in the bathroom and the door was open and I stepped, mind you, they're all in the hallway. I stepped right in the bathroom. He asked me if I was okay, gave me a hug and walked right out. KG was standing right beside the bathroom. And he was just checking up on me and then we went right back to the house. It was just one of those, are you straight? Are you good? You were crying, that's it. And went right back to the house. And after that, when we got to the house, I just remember because I was wasted. When I tell you I was like damn near blacked out drunk, I was wasted as all get out. Ended up going to the confessional room where me and KG just sat down on the couch and was just talking. And then I walked into, I started crying. I explained to her the full thing of what triggered me. And I went into Kiki's room and I sat Kiki down because Kiki is a very soft-spoken person, a sweetheart, super nice. I asked Kiki, I was like, can I talk to you for a second? Because it was really bothering me that me and Otis were so close and I had not been honest with him about me still dealing with my ex, up until that month that I hadn't talked to him. And so I was like, I just feel bad because I don't like to lie to people. That's just not in my character. And I just want to tell him. And she was like, well, go ahead and tell him. Call him in here. Let's have a conversation. I'm right here. So I called Otis in there. I was like, Otis, I just want to talk to you about something. It's really bothering me. So he goes, okay, what's up? I was like, I wanted to let you know that I had been lying to you about still messing around with my ex. And you had helped me through, when I found out he cheated on me and I didn't feel like it was right for me to lie to you, knowing how close we are. And he looked at me. He's like, I don't have the mental capacity for this. Otis was my best friend. He helped me through a lot of dark stuff. So there was none of that. He helped me through one of the darkest years of my life, losing my grandmother, and had really just honestly been a very good friend for me. Very close. And so I don't like lying to people that I'm really close to. And I felt really bad about lying to him, just lying to him in general.
Yeah, you don't owe, you still don't owe him that. That's not your nigga. You don't owe him. I mean, that's not your man. You don't owe him no explanation. If you say you don't want to fuck if you with your husband and you say, I don't want my husband this day, but tomorrow you decide to go back with your husband, that ain't none of your motherfucking friends' business. Who you fuck ain't none of their business. So that shouldn't matter.
And let me add the preface. Me and Otis have never done anything. I don't know what's weird about a girl and a guy genuinely just being friends, but Otis had his own other thing and own other person that he was in love with. So no,
Right. So that's why we telling
like
you that
anybody who knows
you didn't
Otis
owe
knows
him an explanation.
Anybody who knows Otis knows who he had feelings for. He's already said that. So I
Right.
helped
And
Otis through a lot of stuff.
if he decided to tell you him and that person weren't dealing with each other no more, and he decided the next day to go deal with that person, he don't owe you shit neither.
So I felt, because he had helped me through the time of my ex, and I had kept telling him I was done with him and done with him and done with him. I felt like I'm the type of person to have a guilty conscience.
Okay,
and so when I had a guilty conscience, I told him. And he was like, I don't have the mental capacity for this. Hold on one second. Yes, baby.
All right, go ahead and tap that screen. But yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna. Once he
50K,
said
we almost there, y'all. Let's go. It's 494 of us in here. I see all of y'all. I already see who in the views. Please tap that screen and throw some green. Thank you.
Okay, so Brookie, can I ask a question? So
Absolutely.
once he said, I don't have the mental capacity for that, what happened after that? Because it seemed like y'all
My
fell
daughter was
out. So
talking
what
to me.
happened? It seemed like y'all fell out. So what happened?
I mean, I
after
can
that?
see why he wouldn't have the mental capacity for it. They were drunk.
Right, but I understand that. But what
He was
happened
drunk
after
and
that?
full.
Okay, we get it. What happened after that? Because y'all
Wait,
fell
they're
out.
talking a lot. You have to repeat the question, BK.
Okay, yeah. So after he said I don't have the mental capacity for that. What happened after that?
Oh,
Because you
he
all
walked
have
out of the
fell out.
room. He walked out of the room and I was crying. And I cried to Kiki and I was like, I know that me
Thank you,
lying to
50K.
her.
Let's get to 75.
And it wasn't just him that I lied to. But it was like, in that situation, she was like, it's okay. Y'all are drunk. Y'all can have a conversation about this tomorrow when y'all are both sobered up and actually have a good one-on-one conversation about it. And I'm sure he'll be understanding because he does care about you as his friend. Otis went and did his thing. I went up into the bedroom because where Kiki's little couch area where she was sleeping was right beside the stairs. So I walked out of Kiki's room, I walked up the stairs, and KG follows me. Kartel follows and Kiki follows because I'm bawling my eyes out, like drunk bawling my eyes out. I go upstairs. I'm sitting in, where my stuff is in Otis's room, and we're all just talking. We're talking about the situation where they're like, listen, it's a lot on the table right now. Like, you're going through a lot. You're dealing with, stuff with your ex. You're dealing with,
We
still grieving.
we gonna speed it up because it's already dragging and we got a lot.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're still dealing with so much. Cool. So we all have a conversation. I end up going back downstairs where KG, Kartel, and I sat outside with Kimberly. She was smoking. And people were coming in and out smoking.
We was having a smoke.
They were out there
All right, so
smoking
look, let me
and
just
just talking.
Brookie, so you won't have to explain so much. Y'all was out there smoking. You went out there with some other people out there. What happened between you and Otis? Did Otis
we're about to get
flash
there.
out on you at any point?
Yeah, we're about to get there. So we go back inside where we're all sitting in the confessional room having a conversation, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go get my vitamins and my melatonin.
Frankie.
And so I go upstairs. My vitamins and my melatonin was in the bag upstairs. So I go upstairs. I go to use the restroom, and I tell Otis. Otis is sitting on the bed, and he looks at me like he wanted to say something but didn't. So he then looks back at the wall, and I just tell Otis, I said, listen, we're both drunk. We can have a conversation about this tomorrow. I then walk out of the bathroom. And when I walk out the bathroom, I look at him and I was like, I really am sorry. I am taking accountability. And he was like, shut the fuck up talking to me. And I was like, I'm sorry. I take accountability. He was like, shut the fuck up talking to me. Don't you understand? He was like, why didn't you just tell me? And I was like, because you judge me. And then he stood up off the bed and he started screaming at me. Everybody in the house heard him yelling first. And I was just like, I can't tell you things because you're judgmental. You're judgmental as fuck. Like, I can't tell you things. And so I didn't feel comfortable telling you. And he starts screaming at me loud as fuck. If I tell you to shut the fuck up, you're going to shut the fuck up. And I was like, At this point, Kartel came through the room, KG came through the room, and I said, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And that's when my voice elevated, and Kartel tries to separate me. Everybody else starts running into the room. Prophetess is trying to stop Otis. Otis pushes Prophetess out the way. I push Kartel out the way, and they're just really trying to separate
And where
us.
the
At
fuck
that
was
point,
the
I start
security?
blacking out.
Where was the security? Thank you,
Security's trying to
Purposely.
separate Otis. He's a big dude. And this is where KG will come into play because she watched it. I more so was blacking out in the situation because I was getting angry.
Okay, so we gonna switch the mic over to KG since she was the witness.
Well, can I ask 2 questions real quick?
Go ahead.
How many security guards was in there?
2.
Just 2. All right. And Brooklyn, when he screamed at you, did he have his mic?
No.
Don't piss me off. Go ahead, KG. Tell us what you seen from the outside.
So yeah, I mean, like we were all chilling downstairs. Like I said, we was ultimately like done having our little smoke session where so everybody was just
Thank
kind of
you,
chilling,
Otis.
winding down. Brittany told me like she was going upstairs to get her vitamins, and I was like, okay, cool. She went upstairs, and it literally happened like in a blink of an eye. I think I was conversing with Kartel and 2 other people downstairs, and we just heard just yelling. We heard Otis yelling, so we all shot up the stairs. And so yeah, we all got up there. We was all up there. Whoever already was up there, everybody just came into the room. The security guards, they were already trying to um like pull them apart. Brookie had basically blacked out. She was like, who the fuck? Like, basically, like, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to, you fat motherfucker? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because he literally was kind of like real mad aggressive. And yeah, like it was people pulling her apart. Ultimately,
Ricky,
KO.
did you feel like at any point that Otis was gonna hit you?
The way that he was getting aggressive and pushing through people, yes, but I can also say on my part as well, I would have put hands on him because I get to that part when I get
Well, I ain't no
disrespectful.
but girl. Stop trying to say that, man. Go ahead, KG.
And no, and respectfully, Brookie was on that type of time, and I already told Brookie I'm on whatever she on. So, as she was bobbing and weaving through bitches, I was bobbing and weaving. Well, they not bitches, but as she was bobbing it through motherfuckers, I was bobbing and weaving too. Because yeah, if it got down like that, yeah. But it ultimately didn't. She was able to get out the room. I think either KO or Shaq, the other security guard, had gotten her out the room successfully.
It
And
was
then,
KO. KO.
okay,
KO's big ass picked me up. Shaq and
Shaq
Scuba and
had,
Souls
oh boy,
had Otis pushed to the side on his side,
gotcha.
and KO picked me up and carried me, and I was trying to get
And
outside.
where was Kartel?
Cartel was walking behind me, being carried out by KO because Cartel was trying to separate me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then that's when I ran behind them to get to Brookie because Brookie was trying to get outside. And I was like, no, we're not fucking doing that. And so I had to go into, real protective mode because she was that at that point, it was just like breakdown all time low type shit. So Cartel, he came around the corner. Providence, he came around the corner to make sure we were straight. And I was like, come on, Brookie, let's just go downstairs. Like, come on, let's go back downstairs where we were. So,
Otis did while I was sitting in that corner was like, I don't fuck with that bitch. Fuck that stripper bitch. She's a fucking
yeah,
bitch. And called me out my name. And everybody was like, yo, Otis, chill the fuck out. Like everybody was taken
So
aback
was
when he said
Sequoia there
that.
during this time?
No, Sequoia was not there during this time.
Okay.
Sequoia had
This was
left after
after the lap
STK.
dance.
Or
This was after
after
the lap dance.
the
He said that.
yeah.
So boom. So KG, you said that they had him pent up against the wall. Y'all had Brookie, and he was yelling up sentences saying, F you ain't nothing but a little stripper hoe anyway. KG, so what happened after that?
So we all went downstairs. Like KO and all of them were still standing in the like mini hallway. So we kind of slid past them and all went downstairs. Providence, Cartel, me, Brookie, I think Kiki, maybe like, and then Shaq and everybody else just came downstairs after that. So yeah, after everybody went downstairs and stuff, we went back to kind of just talking to Brookie, just trying to calm her down and shit like that. And yeah, like that was, everybody was just calming, everybody just taking turns, having a conversation. We was having dialogue, talking. yapping and whatever.
All right. Thank you, Brookie. I do appreciate that.
Well, there was another part. I'll let KG tell hers, but I do want to speak about the morning after when me and Otis sat down and had a conversation and what was said at that
Absolutely.
conversation, because that is a big part into why me and Otis do not talk anymore, and I cut him off.
All right,
Okay.
so we can get the facts straight. So right now, because I'm gonna go after this because somebody's in the queue. So right now we have you was at STK. You paid for the food. You were supposed to get $200 back. You never received it. On top of
Thank
paying for
you.
the food, you had also paid for other events as well that totaled up to $474. So in total you're out about $1,000 and no one has paid you. But then you get back to the house and you get into it with
She has
Otis.
got paid $200.
You got paid $200. Okay, so scratch that. She got paid $200. You get back to the house. You're crying over your ex. You went to go tell Otis because you feel like you owed him an explanation. Y'all get into it, and he tries to pounce on you like a grizzly bear. And then people come upstairs and they hold him, and then he's cussing you out. And now, okay, we can stop there. And it's KG. Okay, so we're in a brief intermission until the host comes back. She left us. Okay. There's 544 people in here. Go ahead and tap their screen. Trying to get to.
Sorry, y'all. I
Stop,
had to
please,
watch
y'all.
my
Stop
hand.
muting June in the do not mute June. Okay, June is not bothering anybody. Just like everybody else is commenting and trolling, she can troll too. Do not mute June in the comments. Okay, stop
Dang
doing
it.
that. Thank you. All right, so go ahead and share the live out. Share it at least to we had 51 shares. We trying to get it up to at least 200 shares. Okay, now. We do need you to grab your daily heart meat. It helps with the algorithm, okay? So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the comments to let someone else up. If anybody else has questions, you can always come up. This box is for the questions, okay? So anybody can come and ask y'all a question, okay? All right.
And send me a money gun.
1 second. We're going to let Sequoia back. Okay. KG, 1 out of 10. How was your experience?
I would say it definitely was like a 7.8. I think it was a great time as far as like moments. There were great moments, and I'm super happy that I got to meet Brookie and actually create a friendship with her as well as other people that were there. So overall, I feel like it was more so of just meeting people and, trying to make an experience out of, the lack of what was going on.
Did you and Kartel have relations at this meet and greet?
No, Cartel and I did not have intimate relations with each other.
Was so no intimacy? No, there wasn't smecks or anything like that.
No.
Was there cuddling?
Sound when I lie.
What you say, Papaya?
I said that's how I be sounding when I lie. No.
No. There was sitting with each other, but there was nothing of that sort. No.
Not
Um,
KG. This is where I'm gonna step in. KG, if I have to put my full story on the floor and I have to be honest about things, I'm gonna call you out and you're gonna have to be honest about things. You've got to stop protecting people. And if you're not gonna say it, then I will say it, and I finally will tell people the truth. So either you're going to say it out of your mouth or I'm gonna say it out of mine.
I was about to say, not sorry to cut you off.
What?
I'm just
Robinson,
saying. I'm just saying, either you're going to say it out of your mouth or I'm going to say it out of mine. Because if I have to
We
put
were
all
laying
of
with
my
each other.
shit on the
Yes, we were
floor,
laying with each
hold on,
other.
Brookie. She gonna.
We were laying with each other. Yes, we were laying with each other. We fell asleep like that. Yes.
Oh my God.
So okay.
What?
So I just got hired the other day. I had to do my onboarding, but I'm here to ask questions. Exactly, yeah, mommy.
Hey, Yam.
When you was here, because you're harassed. Go to your daddy. Because why you only like me when I'm
No,
on the
no.
phone?
Let me ask this
Listen,
question.
hold
So
on, Bella. I do want to ask this though. So when you was laying, because you knew he was married, right, KG?
Yes.
Right. So
Hold
okay, you
on.
knew
One
that.
second, Papaya. When y'all were laying together, was it just you and him? Or because y'all did say at the beginning everybody was in the living room. So
It was me, Kartel, and Brookie. We were already laid up, sitting, chilling on the couch, on one couch, and then there were other people on the other couch or standing in the confessional like doorway as we were all conversing with each other.
So
It was
I
a
fell
three way.
asleep. Hold on. I fell asleep first with my legs across KG on the futon as a regular couch. I had Flexeril in my system and I had melatonin. I was up against the wall. When I woke up, KG was in the middle and Cartel was on the outside. I was asleep beside KG. KG was in the middle. Cartel was on the other side. To give you the full detail of the layout on the couch that was a futon. It was then laid out.
Was it like a Oreo cookie, or was it like a, when you open the bag up, was it like a cookie on
You are
top of the
going
cookie
down.
with the
You're going
Oreo?
down.
it was a
You're
reverse
going down.
Oreo cookie.
So I
Yeah.
got this question. When he laid
And
the
then Bella
futon
right
out,
after you.
okay, I won't waste my question. I want to know if y'all was on the futon because y'all had bunk beds. But so you knew he was married, and you still thought it was a. And I'm not saying you police his marriage, but at no point in time did you think I shouldn't lay with this married man? Because I don't lay with my male friends that way, married or not. You didn't think like I shouldn't do that?
So I wasn't even thinking at
Ah,
the time. Um, Honestly, I was tired as well. So, and I'd also,
Was
um,
that the STK night where y'all went to the?
yeah.
Okay, so that was the night everybody was loaded.
Where was KO at?
Um, so KO was
Was on duty.
basically like
He was on
he was
duty.
on duty. Yeah.
No, he was not. KG, if we're
He
going to
was
tell it
sick.
correctly, he was
and that
laid
was
up
my
there.
question
Hold
because I
on.
thought that. Okay.
I wasn't gonna
Not on
I
duty.
tell
know it
Not
was
on
He
all
duty.
out
tell
on the
his
floor.
business. I
I
wasn't gonna
know
tell
it's
his
all out on the
business
floor.
though.
I
Well,
don't care.
everybody
They
business
want to
out on
paint
the
the
floor
narrative
now.
of me. They want to paint the narrative of you
All right,
saying
fuck
this and
it.
that.
Okay,
He was laid up in a
okay.
room with a girl that he invited to the house
And I was
in
upset about
ATL.
it.
So he had gotten some punani the night before.
Mm.
Fuck.
What?
Can I have a question? Sorry.
was it KG's punani? What are you saying,
No,
Brookie?
she said that KO invited a random girl from Atlanta that he knew.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So KG felt neglected, and is that? Oh, man, let me do this.
No, she was drunk. It was lit and it was a good time. Why y'all making it seem like I never been nowhere? If Cartel put his stuff out there, I'm not saying Papaya is wrong, but that's up to him. KG not married, and it wasn't his wife in the house anyway.
No, she was not there.
No.
She wasn't there.
Oh, my bad. That's what
KO is
it
also
said.
not married. I just want to put that
Or
disclaimer
not?
out.
KG's married.
Let Bella go, y'all.
Hold on, Papaya. Can she just? I want to hear what she said.
No, but
Oh,
that was my question because if KO was picking you up and tossing you around and doing all this fly shit, that's what had me confused. Because I'm like, how you end up laying with Cartel allegedly, but you was digging on KO, but that explained what happened. So
Yeah,
KO
like
ended up laying with a
that
whole
was
another woman.
the night of STK. Yeah, we didn't have any dealings or anything like that. And so like I said, we were all laying together. I honestly,
But
we had
hold on,
been
can I ask you
talking.
another question before you go any further? Because after all that happened, you said you and KO decided y'all wanted to start dating. Are y'all still dating?
Yeah.
Even after he went and laid up with another woman? Okay.
We
Okay.
just yeah, that was
Ah,
beforehand, like before we even got to that like point of actually expressing interest in each other, Bella. So it basically was just like, yeah, like whatever happened beforehand, it was null and void. So
Next question.
Hold
So
on
when
one
he picked you up
second.
and had you all in the air,
Oh, you
this
can go
was
ahead, Bella. But I was just gonna tell him, be nice in the comments. I understand everybody has opinions, but we're not here to tear people down. So please, I will start muting people. Let's go.
okay. So when he picked you up in the air, this was after he slept with the girl?
Yeah, when he picked me up in the air, I was drunk, y'all, and when this was the night of the booty club. So
But
yeah,
this was
I
that's
after
should
he
have
slept
thought
with the
y'all was
girl.
kicking it. That's why I didn't think you was messing with Cartel because you was messing with KO. So like I didn't even think that
Exactly.
would happen. You know, I saw you with KO from A to Z. So like that's why I'm like, what the fuck?
Thank you.
so yeah, the picking up and stuff. We were playfully like flirting and things like that. Like the whole situation with old girl that happened way beforehand. That was already like how you know how men are. That was like his whatever situation they had going on. We've already discussed it and talked about it beforehand. So yeah.
So basically, you're saying y'all was just getting to know each other. So whatever happened before you don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, we grown as hell. Like shit. Like I mean, that's none of my fucking business. I don't know her, so it's not like it's you know what I'm saying. It's not like it's a big deal. So we are literally getting to know each other. We're fucking dating. Like I don't understand what the issue is for real. But
So
Okay.
you
I
didn't like
digress.
because he didn't ask to be exclusive with you yet. Did he ask to be exclusive with you yet, or you still waiting?
No, we're taking it slow. Like it's. I mean, of course, yeah.
I mean,
He's
but
asked
there
to.
was some can somebody go get KO because there was allegations about him being married.
Oh no, they might have him confused with another KO. Again, y'all got characters with the
We
same
do.
name on the
Yeah,
other
that's what I'm saying.
side.
We
No, no,
do.
no. He's not.
So
No, he
nah.
is not married. Yeah, I can
Can
say.
I
I can
ask
say
one
that he is not
question?
married.
I sent for Cartel. He's not coming. Um. Okay. So
Tasia, can I ask my question?
Well,
yes,
there's,
ma'am.
I
Here.
was about to say,
Okay,
after
so
that, I'm going to fast forward to the next morning.
okay.
This is
So
ridiculous.
my question is just simply, and is nothing KG, you know I love you, but
Yeah.
if this was the truth and it was coming out the whole time, don't you think you kind of owe Kiera an apology because she didn't lie?
Well, Kiera was lying about me running my mouth. I don't talk to her nor anybody else on this app. And no, I did not fuck this man. She sat there and created egregious extra shit and made it seem like I was rubbing on him, fucking on him that entire weekend, which is a fucking lie. So no, I don't owe her shit. She
So
can kiss my
basically, you
ass
trying to
respectfully.
say. So basically, not trying. Basically, you're saying that her saying I heard it from KG or KG told somebody. You saying that would be a lie.
Yes, that's a lie.
Because that's
And I
not
want
what
her
I heard.
But
When
and
she
I
I
didn't
talked
say
to
you. She
Kiera,
didn't say
she
you. She
didn't
didn't
say
say she heard
you.
it
She
from
She
you.
said you
did
told.
say me.
Hold
She
on,
sat there and
KG.
said I was talking and running around. She said it. She said
She
KG.
did
So am
say
I
in the
delusional?
last live, she said
Am I
that
stupid?
KG told somebody, and whoever she told her.
Yeah,
That's what
but
I'm saying. So
that
she
was
wasn't
after the
saying that
lie.
KG told her. And I didn't hear her say anything about you rubbing and fucking on him. She said y'all was cuddled up together on the couch.
I was cuddled up with Bricky as well. We were all on the fucking pull-out couch. We were all laid out, sleep.
I know, I'm just asking a question. You don't
And
got to get
that's what
on
and
me.
that's no, I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you. But I'm saying like that is like the way that she's creating that whole narrative is not the truth. And so that's why I'm trying to clear the error here.
She
It's
just
not
said
funny,
you
but
told somebody. She didn't say you told her. She said you told somebody, which is true. You did tell somebody. Now, whoever the
no,
somebody
I
is,
didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So that's
I did
another
not.
problem where we're coming in. She said
I'm
that
not gonna say no, I didn't.
she
I didn't
never
tell
told
Said
anybody.
you told
anybody.
Brooke, and I
I
guess
put that
Brooke
on
you
my
told her.
life. Bricky was there. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm like, I'm
so are
not
you
getting where
pointing
y'all getting
that
at.
it was Brookie that told it?
I don't know who told it. I just know
Okay.
I didn't say shit. I did not say anything. I did not come back from the trip. I didn't talk about anything that happened with anybody.
Kira
And how did
said,
Keith?
I
Okay.
said she talked to somebody else, which was Brooke, and I still didn't lie. So she's saying that she got it from Brookie, is what she's saying. That's what Kiara's saying.
Hold on 1 second, Papaya. I'ma switch you out.
So if that's the case, so flat out Brookie
Tierra,
would be.
who told you?
I will say it.
No,
He
it's
asked
my
me.
turn.
Go ahead, Kia.
Brooklyn. So Listen, I only lied because I promised Brooklyn that I would not tell the internet that
Oh,
she told
Ask me
me.
about it.
before
So
you even
Brooklyn told me, and I repeated it because it was true.
Yes.
Kiara, hold on 1 second, because now, right now, forget everybody else. We in friend mode, okay? Did Brookie tell you about Cartel
She
and
heard it
K?
Yes.
first and asked me about it, and I confirmed it. Yes.
That's crazy.
Brookie, we gonna talk on the back end. We not even gonna do that shit right now. We gonna move on.
Let's just be
That's
clear.
fucked up.
Brooklyn
I'ma
is
just
also
say,
my
I'ma just
friend.
say, hold on,
Brooklyn's also my
Brookie.
friend,
You
so she can tell me
that
whatever.
is true. This is true, Kiara. But there's friends you can tell stuff, and there's friends you can't. You tell different friends different things. Okay, I have different friends for different things. I might tell you goddamn some shit about Kai, but I might tell somebody else something about my relationship. You have different friends for different things. I asked Brookie who told you.
I didn't tell you. Absolutely. I stand 10 toes on that. And the reason why I didn't say anything to anyone about the conversation is because Kiara was the first person I called after Otis took it to the internet. And Kiara had asked me, am I okay because of the narrative that was painted of me? And so from there, the reason why I didn't say anything is because I was going to openly say I was trolling Kiara, or I told Kiara myself. There was a reason
Well,
why.
Hold on. Hold on, Key. We're gonna take a break real quick. Y'all, let's get the shares up to 85K. I need to check my text messages. Y'all give me a second. Go ahead. Can I get a mod break, please?
Look, listen, you already know what time it is when we get off here.
I know. Yes, it was.
Girl, you said my break, and I'm over here. I done been to church, girl. I finna say Heavenly Father. I finna get to praying over y'all. I'm sick of this.
It was absolutely
Anyway,
me.
it's 657 people in here. Please tap the screen, share the live, grab your daily hearts. She should be at 100. Matter of fact, don't nobody say nothing else till we get to 100K. Well, I'm finna say she on pause, but let's tap the screen. Hit mute. Everybody on the panel can tap the screen. Everybody down there, if y'all got time to write all them words, please tap the screen. Share the live. Let's get it to 100K. It shouldn't take us another like 2-3 minutes. Let's get it done real fast. Bam, I'm gonna pray over here on mute.
We love you, Roro. Bella, refill your wine cup, girl. We here now.
Alexa, play How Did We Get Here?
Get y'all a drink, roll up y'all little whatever y'all gonna do. Take your little smoke break, get your little vape, baby. We here now. It's 622 of us in here. I need all of us to tap the screen. Thank you. Sweet love, and my mind is so confusing. Who would be the special? I got my eyes quiet. I'm trying to find you on the run. I got to know, is there a place for me? I haven't given me names, and the message very clear. All it takes is time and patience to bring it in.
BK, why you always gotta be hyped? Turn on some King Von,
Well,
girl.
I
Alexa,
don't.
Calm down.
I
Alexa,
just
play
want to make
Jamie
Hold
an
on a
Foxx.
second, you
announcement.
guys. Hold
Hold
on.
on.
KG, don't stay on T Club too long.
Real
It'll
quick.
drop you.
Hold on. Because here's the thing. I was very upset the day that Otis brought
Thank
it
you,
to.
Chaco.
I was very upset because there was all a conversation had, especially between me and Otis, that it was not going to be brought to TikTok. Where he ended up bringing it to TikTok, where multiple people, and the story that was spun about me was absolutely fucking crazy. And I was hurt and I was mad and I reacted out of that. Now, I'm one person that if it happens to me and it is my story to tell, then I'm going to, in that moment, tell it to clear my name, especially when it is a lie.
Y'all,
And so
Brooke
I
is
did
hard
that.
headed.
Thank
Yo,
you.
right now, KG is
But
getting
was
cussed
I,
out
hold
right
on one
now.
sec. I'm not done. But when
Juice.
I was wrong because I
Prophetess is
did.
trying to come up. Can y'all let her up, please?
They dropped whoever it was.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Tap
Prophet's
the
gonna say
screen,
make
everybody.
sure
Thank y'all. We
Okay.
got up 10K real fast. If y'all keep tapping, we can get to that 100.
Prophetess, can you come back in the request, please?
So, may I speak?
shit. I'm too grown for
Yeah, you
this.
can go, Key.
Okay. So this is the thing. I had to. The thing about it is, me and Brooklyn had already talked. I asked Brooklyn. I said, "Well, the money that you lost." I asked her, "How was she? Was she okay?" I said, "The money that you lost. Did you want me to send it back to you?"
I
Because I
said
felt
no.
bad. I felt like, damn, they played. She said, "No, don't worry about it. I'ma make it back." So
Yep.
she never intentionally told me the shit with KG. She explained everything that went on in the meet and greet. I've known everything that went on in the meet and greet from start to finish because we had that conversation. So I told Brooklyn that I would never tell people that she told me. But at this point, it is what it is, right? The
It
truth
is.
is
It's all on the
out.
floor.
So here we are saying, like, well, Kiara lied. I didn't lie. I protected my friend. At the end of the day, if that's a problem, I don't give a fuck because I'm not here to make y'all feel good.
But in
I
the
didn't
same way,
lie.
I can
It's a
sit here and
fact.
say
So pause,
I didn't
Brooklyn.
protect my friend.
One second. The thing about it is being mad at somebody for putting out the truth after somebody drugged me for weeks on the internet and I literally said I didn't want smoke with them is crazy. So KG was never supposed to be put in that crossfire. But because it was her, that just is what it is. So now I told them, KG, you did it. That's not my fault. That's your fault for laying up with the married man, respectfully. So when I said it, it shouldn't be like, oh no, Kiara, fuck you, fuck you. Nah, a man put me in the middle of to have to literally like fight for a relationship online. So why not make everybody fight for their relationship online? I really want to know that. Like, I'm sorry, KG, that you were caught in a crossfire. But honestly, if I literally asked that man to leave me out of it. I said, I don't want to argue with him. I don't want to go back and forth with him. I don't want to do that. And he steady did it. Kiara want to F me. Kiara want this. Kiara doing this. And then that's when I said it. And I literally said that because I wanted to protect you. But if Kiara say, okay, well, leave me alone and you don't leave me out of it and you keep on poking the bear,
I'm
don't
gonna
be surprised
bring
when
you
the bear
right
turn
back to
around and
court.
bite your ass. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, KG. I don't hate you. But Cartel brought it
Here
to
we
this
go.
point.
It's dropping people.
Just
So,
gonna
so
say what happened.
I got a
Y'all,
question.
we about a few hundred from
Come on,
100K.
keep
Keep
tapping,
tapping the
y'all, cause
screen.
they starting to act funky with my live, y'all. Come on, please tap it
We
up
know
so
this
we
is a
can.
backup, so come on, y'all. Tap the screen.
Sorry,
Thank
I won't
y'all,
cuss either,
everybody that has
Tasia. I'm not gonna
contributed
cuss.
and
Please,
helped
cause
with tapping the
they took my
screen.
other page to 2031.
What? Oh
You
my
serious?
goodness.
Yes, and I didn't even do nothing. I was on mute. Me and Royal.
And I also want to also clarify that KG, I never in life said that you and him smashed. I never said that. I said that y'all cuddled, and that's the only thing that I said. And then I made up a little KG and Cartel sending a tree. I was just trolling. I never made it seem like you smashed that man. I said you cuddled, and I'm standing on that.
Hi, Prophetess. How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm
It
doing good. I'm
sound
pretty
like a
sure.
bunch of mess on a Sunday. What it sound like to me?
Yes, ma'am. It is. Wait. I'm pretty sure you've been listening. What you got to say about all this?
Well, I kind of got summoned into this, so I didn't really hear everything. I caught a little bit of it.
Okay.
So as far as the cuddling on the futon situation, well, so it was a bunch of people in that room. That room. There was a futon in there. That's where we all did our confessionals. So that particular night, Yes, Brookie was on the couch, KG was on the couch, Cartel was on the couch. They was all laying on the couch. Um, but I believe that was literally right after the whole shenanigans with OC and Brookie upstairs.
Yes.
And I kept trying to figure out how they even got there that fast because we were literally just upstairs with all the chaos and yelling and pushing and screaming
Mm-hmm.
and whatever else. And I'm trying to figure out like, hey, what's going on? Why are y'all yelling? I thought they were just playing because the door was closed to the room. I was coming out of my room and I heard a bunch of yelling. So I was gonna keep moving down the stairs, but then I stopped and I was like, no, that don't sound like playing. So I opened the door and Brookie and OC are going at it. They like yelling, cussing, and I said, hey, like, what is going on? And so I got in between both of them. And I was like, yo, chill. Like, what is going on? So I kind of moved Brookie out the way. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? By then, everybody is coming in because now I'm yelling for KO. KO is my cousin. He's my blood cousin. We blood cousins. We not fake cousins. We for real family.
So is your cousin married?
No, he is not.
Okay. Single black man. Okay.
Yes,
Noted.
he's not. He's not married. I'm the one that asked him to come to the event to make sure that nothing went down like the first event. So anyways, I'm yelling for him to come, like, hey, y'all come on, him and Shaq. Well, they get in there and I'm trying to tell OC like, hey, chill. And Kiki is like, chill. Like, we trying to get OC back to the corner. He's like jumping at Brookie. And I'm like, hey, like, what are y'all doing? Cut this out. So we get Brookie out the room. And I'm like, what is this all about? And she said, well, and she kind of paused and she looked at me. And I said, what? Like, talk, what's up? And she said, well, I just felt, I just had a guilty conscience and I felt really bad. And so I confessed to OC that I was still messing around with my ex and he got upset. And I was like, huh? And
Right.
I said, oh, you know what? I don't need to know no more. I went like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know
Mm-hmm.
no more. So that's why when OC had a live last week, and they brought me on the panel and was like asking me what did I think of the event? What was my favorite moment? Whatever. I said it was a lot of favorite moments. I said we had a good time. I said, but in particular, I thought it was crazy. You and Brookie's lovers quarreled. I
Mm-hmm.
said that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what it
Because
was.
why would you be so mad? Why would you feel some type of way?
But at the same time, like I did hear her say in here that a picture was painted that was not accurate. She specifically to me, and I ain't got a lot of nobody because I'm 46 years old. I got a lot of nobody because ain't nobody gonna whoop me, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
She straight up to my face made it seem like her and OC were screwing straight up. And she even said, I confess because I felt guilty. And I know that he's upset with me and I feel ashamed. That's what she said to me.
I said that to you verbatim the next morning.
Right. And I was like, oh, I don't need to know no more then. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started saying the lover's quarrel. But if you're gonna I don't know what y'all done talked about, but did you talk about being in the bathroom with him at the
Yeah,
cigar
nothing
lounge?
happened in that bathroom. KG was standing right beside that bathroom, so I don't know what he told y'all. He gave me a hug and asked me if I was okay.
What did he say happened, prophetess?
So hold on. So Brookie, you didn't call OC on three-way with other people and tell them not to say anything and put
No,
him on blast about how he couldn't get it up in the bathroom and all this other nonsense. You didn't do that?
no, I did not do that. Why would I? KG was right there, and
KG,
Shaq was right outside
you
the
there?
hallway.
First of all, we was all at the
Yeah,
cigar
I'm
lounge,
here.
and
You
we
okay?
all
Yeah,
came
I'm good.
down from
I just
upstairs.
need a moment.
We came down from upstairs because we were all just sitting, and we were like, okay, well, I guess it's time to go. What are we waiting for? Because OC was already gone. She was, I mean, prior to that, you know what I'm saying? I called it the lovers quarrel because, like, I told, you know, what you got going on? Do you like Brookie? Do you like Kiki? Do you like Ty? Like, what you got going on? You got a lovers quarrel going on. Like, come on now. What are we doing here? Everybody is supposed to be friends. We talking about we family. Like, what's going on? So she was twerking on him in the cigar lounge while we was all upstairs, and some people's energy changed watching it, and so we was laughing about it. You feel me?
Okay, energy change.
Like moods change. Like they was upset watching her twerk on OC. So we
So
had
was it like men, women, like?
it was just a combination. And I was in the corner because me and OC had already kind of bumped heads
Mm-hmm.
at the house, and so I was just chilling and just observing everything, which I do that
Was it
anyway.
true that Otis was being a little asshole majority of the time?
I think that I always tell him he's extra and dramatic, and that's just OC. He's extra and he's dramatic. Um, we bumped heads a couple of times over the weekend, but it was over silly stuff because I was like, he said, "Prophetess, go get ready. We getting ready to leave." And I said, "What you mean? I'm already ready. I was the
Right.
first one to get ready." And then he kept saying it. So I was like, yo, like, what you trying to say? Like, are you telling me that my fit that I have on is not for the occasion? Where are we going? And so I kind of raised my voice and put a little bass behind it, and it made him feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But then when we came back from the event, he was like, Prophetess, hold my hand. I said, for what? He said, so we can reconnect. And I was, we just laughed it off or whatever. But to me, I think OC is just extra. He's dramatic. He's extra. I tell him that every day. You extra. Oh my God,
Okay.
you're extra. So
Um.
but I'm used to being around people that are assholes because I used to be one by nature. Like by nature, I
I'm an
used to be an
Aries, so.
asshole. I'm a Virgo. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
so that stuff doesn't offend me. It doesn't bother me. I'm not sensitive. Other people may be. I don't know.
Thank y'all for the 115.3K taps. I love y'all so much. It is 582 of us in here still. Let me bring up. Hold on, bad guy. I'm gonna switch you out for BK
So,
real quick.
so I had
Hmm.
a statement because
Prophet, I got a question for you real quick.
go
Hold on
ahead,
one
B.
second, BK. Key, what you was
Um,
saying?
Well, I'm gonna allow BK to ask the question because she probably
Oh,
thinking
cause
what
you
I'm
have a
thinking.
statement.
Yeah.
Okay, BK, go ahead.
okay, I don't know if it's long saying, but I will say this. I will ask this prophetess. So when you saw that OC was lunging at a woman, trying to fight a woman, you didn't think nothing was wrong with that?
Oh no, I wouldn't. I didn't say that because I literally was like, "Hey, like, what are you doing?" And when I got in between them, I even told him after the fact. I said, I don't know what you and Brookie have going on. I said, but this behavior is not acceptable. It's not okay. Somebody could have got hurt. It could have escalated to way more than what it did. And me trying to break y'all up, I said, you kind of you almost hit me, swatting your arm, like trying to, like move me out the way or whatever. It's
Mm-hmm.
not appropriate. So
Okay,
no,
so the next
I
question
didn't say
is,
that.
you said that people start feeling some type of way, but it was 7 men and 7 women. So why would the men feel some type of way? So it was mostly the women that felt some type of way. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. So which women felt some type of way?
Was
Because
it
some,
Kiki?
was it Kiki?
Get down to the get down.
Was
We
it Kiki?
need.
Because I don't know the names, but which women, because some of y'all are married, so, or with somebody. So which one of the women felt some type of way? You said it was a few of them.
Well, I mean, I felt as though Kiki's vibe changed, her energy changed. I have been very open with OC about, I believe that Kiki really likes him. And I talk to him on the back end all the time about how he carries himself on this app, how he talks to women, how he talks to people. You can't do that and then think that a real woman is going to want to entertain you, because a real woman don't want a man that talks like that and acts like that.
Do you know
But
why he made that song about Kiki?
a song about Kiki, I thought he
Yeah,
made a song about tea time.
no, he made a song about Kiki right after the meet and greet. He played it in Sundresses Live.
I have not heard it.
Okay.
Okay, can I make my statement now? So this is the thing. When she first came up here, this woman said, I'm gonna tell the truth because I'm 40 something years old and ain't nobody gonna whoop me, or whatever she said, right? The thing about it is, everything that she said that Otis did was more so watered down. Oh, well, we got into it, but it wasn't that serious. Oh, well, he was up in there about to beat her ass, but I didn't think nothing of it. It was just like another episode of Bad Girls Club. Oh, well, in the club,
I didn't say
Brooklyn,
that.
one second. In the club, Brooklyn, don't you remember having a three-way call of you saying that he couldn't
Nope,
get it
didn't
hard?
say that
One
either.
second.
You
Let me
lying.
finish what I'm
You
saying. This
lying.
is
I didn't
what you
say that.
said. You
No, you're
said that
lying.
she
I didn't say
partook.
that.
Did
I
this
didn't say
woman
she
not
did that
just
in the
say,
club. I didn't say she did that. She
you
had a
need
three-way in
to
the club.
hush?
No,
You
you're not
said
gonna
that
tell
she
me to
had a
hush.
three-way
I didn't say
call.
she did it in the
You said
club.
that
It was
she had a
after.
three-way
It was
call.
after. It
After.
was
It don't matter.
after.
It
It
don't
wasn't in
matter.
the
Because
club.
you should have
So you
had that
not what
same
you not
energy for
gonna
Otis
say
and
is
you
that I'm
didn't.
lying.
This
Shut
bitch
your
ain't
ass
have no
up, bitch.
energy and she ain't gonna let me speak, so
Y'all. We
mute
don't
the
want y'all.
hoe.
Hold on, y'all. Before, come on, hold on, Kiera. Let's bag it up just a little. I understand how you feel, Kiera. Prophetess, one more question, and I don't want you and Kiera to go back. If I want Kiera to be able to land her plane, Kiera, land your plane, and I got one more question for you. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah,
Kiera.
so she stated that Brooklyn had a three-way call after saying that Otis was in the bathroom and couldn't get it up. And this is the problem. Women be sitting right here like, oh, I'm 40 something years old and ain't no woman gonna whoop me, and then water down everything that Otis actually did. Were you there when Brooklyn swiped her card? And these are just random questions. Were y'all there when Brooklyn swiped her card for $570 some to pay for that
Yes.
meal? Were y'all there when she lost money because
Yes.
supposedly someone stole, and nobody, did you give her money for that? Like the money that she
Well, did she
lost?
explain to you that there was two separate tables and
Yeah, she
my
Yeah,
already
so
table?
explained that.
yeah,
So,
no, so
Prophetess, I
I'm
got one
Okay,
more
so
question
asking,
my
for you.
and
table,
that's
my
why I was
table, yeah,
Yeah,
asking.
my
she did.
table
She said
paid.
y'all paid for y'all stuff.
Yeah,
Literally
Prophetess.
and that's what I'm
everything. I
asking.
haven't lied, prophetess. I
Yeah,
told it from
she hasn't
from
lied
the
about anything.
end
So,
to the
Prophetess,
beginning, or from the
Okay,
one
beginning
so
to
I
more
the
haven't
end.
watered
question. Hold
anything
on, one more
down. I
question,
just
y'all, because I
didn't
want to get down to
answer
something.
everything.
Who told you that Brookie said that he couldn't get it up? Was Otis the one that gave you that information? That
Absolutely not, because if he's listening to the live right now from the FYP, he just now finding out that I have that information.
okay? Who told you that Brookie said
I
that?
have the information that Brookie was in the bathroom and tooted that ass up and lifted her dress up, and didn't nothing happen
Okay,
after
so but
that.
I was
who
on my
told you that information?
period
Hold
with a
on, Brookie,
tampon in
hold on,
me.
Brookie, y'all,
What?
please. Who gave you that information, Prophetess?
I can't do that. I'm not gonna tell who told me that,
So
but that was what was said.
if it was only Brookie, the security
No,
guard, which was who, your cousin?
no,
Who
nope,
was
nope,
there?
nope, nope,
What
nope.
security guard was there?
Shaq, Shaq was
Shaq.
there.
So we
Shaq
had
was there.
Shaq,
It was Shaq. All
Brookie,
of us was there.
KG, and Otis. It was four people.
No, it was everybody was there.
No, you said I'm talking about the bathroom. Nobody was in that bathroom, but
No, no, no. We were
who was in the
all set.
bathroom?
What I was saying was we were all standing down there. So the way that the venue is set up, there's like a little hallway where the bathroom is. We were all, and there's a staircase. And when we all came down the staircase, every single one of us were standing right there at the staircase at the bottom where the bathroom
So
hallway
wait,
is.
if y'all
So
was
when
standing at
they
the stair,
came
I'm
out
saying
the
who was inside the
bathroom,
bathroom? Who was inside
Was
the
the door
bathroom?
open?
no, no, no,
Right.
no, no. So what
So
I'm
who came up
saying
with that
is,
assumption?
so Brookie spilled that tea and it was
I
spread.
did
That's
not.
what
I
I'm
was on
saying.
my period,
Brookie
prophetess. That
told.
didn't
Okay,
happen.
I'm telling what I was told. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying
That
is
Prophetess,
that
I'm asking who
Brookie
told you
told.
that
I
because
just said I'm not gonna tell who told me because
okay,
that's not.
man or woman?
I'm not doing that one either.
Man, tell them to come. Tell
Well,
them to
tell them to
come
come
tell
up
me.
I
then.
done
Tell them to
already
come
told
up.
everybody they need to come to the live. So if they don't come, they don't come. I came because I was
I
asked to
did.
come, and I'm
I
not gonna lie about nothing. But
hold
that
on,
we
y'all.
were
Let me.
all at the bottom of the staircase. Everybody was, and I
Okay, well,
made the
I think
I
we're just
made
gonna
the
make our
joke.
own assumption at this point because if all y'all was at the staircase and
Yeah, we
nobody
all
was
were.
and the bathroom door was not open, y'all was at a public place and only two people was in the bathroom. KG was standing outside. It was a Shaq or the security guard named Shaq that was out there. So only two people know exactly what happened in that bathroom.
The
So
two
I'm
people
just
that
gonna
was
make
in
the
there.
assumption if Brookie didn't say nothing,
No,
it's my obvious choice.
the only people that know what genuinely happened in that bathroom is Brookie and OC. They were the only ones in that bathroom. Everybody else was outside the bathroom, standing by the staircase. We seen them come out the bathroom. She came out, then he came out, and it was a joke about them being in the bathroom and thinking they was slick coming out.
But
And
Brookie said that KG was standing in front of the door. So if KG was standing in front of the door,
we
she would
all
be.
were.
I was in the
Technically, we
hall.
all were.
I was in the hallway. So
Yeah, I mean, but
I
that's what I'm
went to the
saying. We all
bathroom
were.
first. So let me break this down. I was in the bathroom first. Cartel and Shaq walked me down because we were upstairs. I was in the bathroom first. I went to the bathroom. They waited outside. It's like a little hallway. They waited outside for me. I got out the bathroom. As soon as I got out the bathroom, Cartel and Shaq went to the bar, I guess to cover the tab or whatever. I got a text from Rookie. I was already downstairs. I went to Brookie. Um, I went to Brookie bathroom, had a conversation with Brookie, and left. And I was in the hallway. Um,
In that bathroom, KG.
it was
You
only
just
me and
couldn't tell.
her. It was only me
Prophets,
and her
hold
at that
on.
moment.
Hold on.
And
I don't
then
want nobody to come off mute because I've asked this question. Nobody gave me a direct answer.
it
And
was
I'm
only
tired of y'all
me.
evading the answer. KG, who
Okay.
was in that bathroom after you walked out?
When I walked out, it was me. It was just me. I walked out. I don't know
Girl,
who. I don't know when. I don't know when. No,
you were
I'm being
standing in front of the
honest.
door. Who went in that bathroom? Pay
No, no, no,
attention.
no, no, no. Okay, so this how it went. After I left that bathroom, I stood in the hall. I stood in the hallway to wait on Cartel to go back upstairs. I
When
went back
Brooklyn was in the
upstairs.
bathroom, who was in the bathroom with Brooklyn?
Nobody was in the bathroom in Brooklyn when I went
Somebody
in
lying.
there.
Somebody lying because
No,
Brooklyn
I
just
when
said
I
you
Otis
went
was
was
in there first.
somebody
hold
lying.
on,
I
hold
was
on.
not there when Otis was downstairs checking on her, whatever the case may be. I
She
was
said you
not
She
was in
said
front of
there.
the
Cartel
door.
was
KG
at the bar.
KG followed after me down the stairs. I went down the stairs first. Otis was already in the bathroom, so she only seen me walk into the bathroom.
And I was in the
I walked
That
out the
ain't what
Okay,
she
bathroom.
just
so
said though,
Brookie
Outside.
went in the
Brookie.
bathroom with Otis.
I was
So
in
it
the
was
bathroom with
Brookie
Otis.
and
I said
Otis,
that. I
which is
I
nasty.
already said I
Right.
was
So
in the
I'm
bathroom,
not
but nothing
lying. So for
happened
them
in
to
that
be
bathroom. So whoever told you
exactly.
that lied, because I was on
So
my
that's what I'm
period.
saying. I'm
I
not
asked Kiki
lying.
for
Y'all were in the
tampons, and
back.
Kiki
Y'all
can
were in
back
the
that up because I didn't have no tampons.
I was not by the
Kiki
I
can
was
Where
back
not
is
that
by the
up.
door.
Kiki? We can't find Kiki. Go get Kiki.
That's
Hold
what
on.
I'm saying. I
So
wasn't
wait a minute.
lying. They
So
were
he
in the
came
bathroom
on. Hold
Yeah,
together.
on, Brookie.
I
So
already
when
said
he
I was in
came
the
to check on
bathroom
you,
with
hold on,
Otis. He
Brookie.
gave me a hug and asked me if I was
Bad
okay.
gal. They
Already said
both
that.
don't want you up here, bad gal. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so Brookie, when you went in the bathroom, when KG left out the bathroom, Otis came in the bathroom.
Yeah, no. So I walked down the stairs right into the bathroom because Otis texted me and was like, come to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom that he
Girl,
used in the first
hush.
bathroom. I asked which bathroom stall because there's only two bathrooms. It
So
was the
you
first
went not just in
bathroom.
the bathroom, y'all was
I
in the
went,
bathroom stall.
no, it's two bathrooms. Door, not a stall,
It's one
not a
huge
combined.
bathroom.
It's literally
Otis
just
was in the
individual. Hold
bathroom,
on,
and then Brookie
Sequoia.
walked in there.
Yes, there you
Period.
go. I
All right, so
walked
look, because
in.
y'all the story taking too long. So you walked into the bathroom. You said he gave you a hug.
Mm-hmm.
How prophetess? How could y'all know exactly what happened in that bathroom if only two people was in that bathroom? And y'all telling me that Brookie said something. Brookie said she ain't said nothing. So the obvious person who told you is the other person that was in that bathroom. Now y'all need to stop playing on it. Playing.
But that
Y'all
makes
Brooklyn,
finna
I
sense
have
be
a
because
chaos.
question.
hold on. Because after the meet and greet, I will go ahead and tell you guys, Otis is in love with Ty. Otis was talking to Kiki. Otis,
Wait. This is don't have
hold
nothing
on,
to do with
Sequoia,
this. Wait
because
a
there
minute,
was, hold
y'all.
on, Sequoia, hold on. Otis had a phone call with KO after the fucking meet and greet. Since we're putting it all on the fucking floor, where he called me out my name, he called KG out my name or out her name, and fucking said that he had feelings for Kiki, he had feelings for KG, he had feelings for me, and he's in love with Ty. So he had feelings for three women in that fucking house, and we were all there. Okay.
So Kiki was one of the people that was upset that I danced on Otis because her whole energy changed. That's why her energy changed, and that's why Otis made a song about her. If we're gonna put it on the fucking floor, we're gonna put it on the fucking floor. Holy
I
shit.
haven't heard the song.
Yes, he made a song about Kiki. It was played at Sundresses Live at the same time that fucking he made a song about Ghost and played that shit in there. Otis was talking to 3 different women while being in love with another woman.
So I got a question, Brooklyn.
Nothing happened between me and Otis.
Okay, that's not the question. The question is because she said that you had a 3-way call. Did you ever have a 3-way call with somebody else and somebody else
No.
telling them what happened in a bathroom?
No, I haven't had any 3-way calls. Actually, the only person I talked to after the meet and greet, I'll tell you the 2 names.
I think that story was just made to protect Otis.
That story was 1,000% made
that
up.
It's just to protect Otis, and this is the problem. Even if so, and I'm gonna stand on this. Brooklyn is a single woman. Otis is a single man, allegedly. It doesn't matter what happened in that bathroom because they aren't married, nor do they owe anybody an explanation as to what happened in that bathroom. I mean, we just trying to figure out why was a married person doing it with a random person. Anything outside of that doesn't matter, and it's invalidating her experience and her story, respectfully.
No, I agree. I've said that to everybody. I've literally said to everyone, and I even said it to OC, why is anybody hating about anybody doing anything? Because everybody in that house came for an experience. Everybody in that house was an adult. Everybody in that house was single with the exception of a few people. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't matter who did what and who did something under somebody's nose and whatever else, because everybody was single except for 2 people in that house. That's it.
I have
I
a
said
request.
that.
I have a request. I just got a phone call. I have to drop everybody. Hold on. Everybody stay there. The people that need to be dropped has to get dropped.
All right, cool. So let's hold on. All right, cool. So let's have this conversation, right? Let's have this conversation because I'm tired of motherfuckers sending me this live. Yeah, man, I'm tired of being text. Yeah, I'm saying being fucking sent voice notes and all that shit. So let's really have this conversation for real. Because see, I don't. If shit happens on the back, I don't bring that shit up here, right? I spoke about my event. You know what I'm saying? If fucking KG came to me crying or whatever, about whatever, guess what? That's just never touching this app. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she did, but if KG did come to me crying about some shit at the event, guess what? That's just not touching this fucking app. Right? So if we want to talk about, Otis wanted to bring it to the floor, bring it to the app, that's what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop, let's really talk about it. Let's really have this conversation in front of all these people, and let's be real about the shit. Now let's go. Now what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, there's 2 things. The first thing was the dinner in the tab. It was told that you said let me go back because I don't want to be wrong. Okay. It was said that you didn't have your wallet and that Brookie had to pay the tab, which
I don't carry a wallet. I had cash on me. Okay. I had $3,000 on me. You know what I'm saying? When I left, my gun is inside my bag, right? When I left my bag in there because the only thing I was thinking about was my gun in my bag. We had we had bodyguards there, so I left my shit. You know what I'm saying? I left my shit there. Like, what are we talking about? When we got to dinner and we all fucking sat down, now, don't go on fucking teacup. Don't make no fucking phone calls. We on this bitch now. Nobody should be going on teacup for shit. Let's really talk about it.
Who in the fuck?
When we were there, I don't give a fuck. As soon as we were there, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm not doing this back and forth shit. You had 2 hours of talk on here. This bitch had 2 hours of talk here. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care about none of that, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm not doing this, Tasia. I'm not doing this back and forth shit. I'm not doing this back and forth shit.
Please, both
I'm
of y'all
not. I'm not doing.
y'all making a dog bark. Everybody request back up.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me what I can do on my damn device that I fucking paid for, bitch.
And Brookie, you have moderator powers, honey.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Fat ass motherfucker talking to multiple women because you insecure in your fucking self. Fuck you. Don't disrespect me on a device I fucking paid for, you fat ass bitch.
Listen, you silly white bitch. Do as you may. Do as you may. You think motherfuckers rock with you, but they don't. Yeah, I mean, do what the fuck you want, you silly bitch. Now, I mean, and that's the thing, bitch. Now, I mean, and that's the thing, bitch. Talk about shit how the fuck it really is, bitch. I cut you off. So stop fucking with you. Mad fucking yes, I'm on this app, bitch. Mad fucking people cut you the fuck off. They cut you the fuck off, bitch. Let's talk about it. Every bitch you was in that crib with, every story you told in that crib, was fucking different fucking ways. If you really gonna put it on the floor, really put it on the floor and really talk about that shit. Every fucking thing you told to everybody was 5 fucking different ways, bitch. The reason why motherfuckers don't fuck with you is because you did this shit last year, bitch. You did this shit last year at the meet and greet. That's why so if you gonna tell shit on this app, if you gonna speak on shit on this app, speak on shit how the fuck it is, bitch. Speak on shit how the fuck it is. Speak on shit how the fuck it is.
Hey.
Speak on shit how it is, bitch.
Wait, y'all. I only have one page. Please, I'm begging.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm begging. Hey,
nah, fuck
Brookie. Okay, but Otis.
that.
This is Brookie's. But Otis, this is Brookie's and KG interview. So she is.
Say less.
But he wasn't wrong.
Listen, can y'all talk one time
at a Let Tay finish. Why he wasn't
but
wrong?
why y'all let him leave? Because he had stuff to say.
I mean, that's fine, but let Tay finish what she's saying.
But all he stated was not to go on Teacup because he came with.
She was going to get the receipts.
Do whatever the fuck she want to do. What are you talking about?
I said
she was just going to get the receipts. So
countryman, do something.
You can go to Teacup if you want. No bitch can control what you do up here. Shut the fuck up.
If they want to have a conversation, let them have a conversation. But you may have to put them on a Showtime or something like that.
Okay, y'all don't love me for real. I'm begging y'all. I only have this page left. My page is clipped to 2031.
Here, Otis. You want it all on the floor? Hold on, Tasia. Here, Otis. Because I stand true in my truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Otis. Let's have it all on the floor. You want it all on the floor? Cool. The year that I lost my grandmother, I sent you a bunch of nudes and you have them in your phone? Cool. Let's talk about how you begged to come over to my fucking house. And when you tried to get sexual, I turned your ass down. And your ass slept in the bed next to me. On the first night, I put your ass on the fucking couch when you stayed the night with me. The first time, I put your ass on the couch and made you sleep there. Second night, you slept in my fucking bed. Trying to be sexual with me, I cut that shit off. Let's actually talk about what happened in the bathroom, okay? You tried to be sexual again in that bathroom. See, I wasn't gonna bring the sexual shit up to the forefront, okay? Because that shit was private. But since you wanted to try to be sexual, you stuck your fingers all up in my bloody coochie. When you pulled your pants out for me to give you head, your dick was all up in your fat sack. Can't even get the shit hard, you fat ass motherfucker. I put my shit on the fucking floor. You pussy ass bitch. Can you say the same way you talking and getting news from all these women and sending them to petty people?
Don't get the page flagged.
Please.
Okay, so look, so Brookie, page flag.
I got 4.
You're going to get the page flag. This is what we talking about when y'all we say y'all don't respect tape platform.
Fuck that. Let this shit go. Tay, I'll give you a page, baby. I got plenty. You can use mine.
But it ain't gonna be the same.
Do they got as many followers as I got? Yep,
man, them people don't follow you.
There it goes.
See what I'm saying?
Who got a restriction? Who got the restriction? Who got it?
We don't know, but I will say this, Brookie, that is the reason why it's hard for people to discern
come back on your other
what
page.
you're telling the truth about and what you're not telling the truth about. Because Kiara just said that was something that was made up. We thought Prophetess made that up, but in fact, that was the truth.
Yeah, I was, and that's why I was asking, and that's why I asked it, was it true? And I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, no one cares what happened in the bathroom. But if somebody comes up here and they're telling what happened and then you actively lie, that's crazy. And I literally just text Brooklyn and said, Brooklyn, is it true? She told me no.
And she was on Souls in the van. I was there. They
I
didn't
mean,
do
this is.
anything, but she was laid up
That
on
this
him
is
like
about
they was a couple.
Paige, they
Otis
said you might
and
have to start it
Brooklyn.
over and come back if you get another one started over and come back. But that's the reason why it's hard to believe what you saying, Brooke, because you just told us you were adamant that never happened. You even gave the story that KG was standing outside in the front of the bathroom and that nobody was in there. That ain't cool. If somebody asks you a
It is
question,
cool.
that's not okay because now you want to put it on the floor. But you said you was putting it on the floor then.
Okay, let's keep it a book, right? I'm gonna mess it motherfucking. We're gonna be honest with ourselves. I'm gonna lie too about my motherfucking personal being. Fuck you motherfuckers. Fuck y'all broke ass. Fuck everybody. I'm not finna tell my real personal business. I'm finna go all around the plot. I'm not telling y'all what the fuck y'all wanna hear until a motherfucker put me in a situation where I have to. Y'all ain't gave me a reason to. What the fuck we talking about? If
Because
we ask
they said
y'all,
they
How
gonna
I'm
put
she
it
gonna
gonna
on.
lie.
tell
Do you know
I'm
what's
gonna
going on,
lie.
so
Trey? She
true?
said she was gonna put
Yes,
it
I
on the floor
do.
because it was already out.
Yeah,
She
now I'm
put
gonna put it on the
KG
floor.
shit out there, but she didn't put hers out there.
That's
That's not
fine.
right.
That's what I do. I'll put
She
everybody
put
else.
no,
I'll
that's
put
not
people shit out
okay,
there for
I
a
Trey.
think
living.
that's not okay. It don't
Well,
That's
You
matter.
don't put
well,
your
don't
dangerous,
friend
tell me
y'all.
business
shit.
out there and don't want to
You
put your own.
The blood
so
of
Fuck
Jesus.
that.
what we just witnessed was
The blood of
Brooklyn
Jesus.
tell KG. She said, KG, you're gonna put it all
Sequoia,
out there,
I'm gonna
or
bring you right back, Sequoia.
she said you're gonna put it all out there, or I'm gonna put it all out there. So
I mean, that's
yes, if we
fine.
were
Like,
Captain
I,
Slick, I'm gonna
one
bring you right
second,
back.
1 second, can I finish what I'm saying?
I just want to
So if
say,
you were
Kiera,
going
Everybody,
to
hold
tell
on.
KG
Kiera,
that, then
I just
you
want to
should have
say
been
that I'm
honest,
not
Brooklyn.
upset. Kiera, I
She
just want to
don't
say
care
that.
about you being
Thank
upset,
you so
KG.
much, Moon.
She
No,
don't
Thank
I'm
you.
saying,
care
No, but
I just,
I would say,
can I say that?
hold on. One thing I
yeah,
that you're
will
not
I
say,
just want
upset.
to.
We
hold on,
upset for
y'all,
you.
So
hold
y'all
on,
came
y'all.
to find out that Brookie was
One
lying.
thing
What
I
happened?
hold on, y'all. One thing I do
I
gotta
was
say
trying to
is they
say,
was baby Nate. It's time for me to get them redone now. One thing I was gonna say is I do feel like as a friend, Brookie do okay via apology.
I do. Absolutely. I said
So
that.
I could see why she would be hurt. I don't think she's hurt over the situation that happened. I think she's hurt over that.
Absolutely. I
that's
owe
all.
her an
That's all I
apology.
was saying. I was
Absolutely.
just. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm
yo,
mad.
I'll talk
I'm
about
just
people business out there.
embarrassed.
I'm
I'm just
lying on mine.
embarrassed and hurt in the way that Kiera had like put it
Nah,
out
it ain't
there.
Kiera's
It
fault
just
though.
embarrassed
That's
me.
your
That's why. That's
friend
what I'm
fault.
saying.
It's
But
not
I'm
Kiera's
saying to
fault.
Kiera. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying to Kiera. I'm saying like I apologize for even because I genuinely thought it was like something else and when it wasn't. And I'm just sorry, y'all. I'm gonna just shut up.
Okay, so this my thing. Where did Brookie go? Brookie
I'm right
is
here.
Brookie. Brookie, why did when we act? Because this
I
the
wasn't
thing.
gonna
It was
say what happened specifically in that bathroom. I didn't have a three-way call though, so I don't know who told Prophetess that because I didn't tell anybody about that situation. So I don't know. Really, I'm telling the truth on that. Whether y'all believe me or not, I didn't have a three-way call and say all that to anybody. So I don't know where she got that information from. Because I didn't speak about what happened between me and Otis, which is why I was standing 10 toes on what I said happened in that bathroom. He gave me a hug. It was all okay. Because I didn't tell nobody that shit at all. Nobody. That was one that I was taken to the fucking grave because nobody knew especially what was
no,
going
that
on
So
ain't
wait
no.
a
between
minute.
me
But
and
He
wait.
told
Otis.
about his own limp penis.
But when Prophetess came up here, you could at least, you know what I'm saying? Because we thought she was lying. We thought she made it up when it wasn't made up, but that would
Sometimes
have
you gotta
made sense.
know
But
it,
Brooke, it would
it
have
doesn't
made sense
matter.
with the
Sometimes when you
story.
don't
Hold on. I was told that Prophetess was, I mean, she was not the only person that was told.
so
And then
whoever
Brookie,
yeah,
I'm gonna
I
tell
didn't
you
have a
this, but
three-way
but
call.
Brookie, it also makes sense on why he was up. See, we thinking that y'all had nothing going on, that you all had no dealings at all,
Otis
right?
had and
So no,
also
Brookie, please give me a second. I
go
ain't meaning
ahead.
to take. I'm just
I'm
saying,
sorry, you
Brookie.
have to understand I just went back and forth, so I'm a little hot because it's not towards
I
you.
get,
I'm
I feel
sorry.
you,
I'm
But let me
sorry.
say this: everybody was under the instance that you and Otis never had nothing going on, that y'all were never romantically involved, only to find out that you all were. So that makes sense why he was mad at the house. So it's coming. It's like you got to put the puzzle piece
But
together.
how can
He
he
wasn't
be
just
mad?
mad just because you and him was fucking off.
But BK,
So
how
you
can
was
he be
fucking with
mad
your
when he was
ex
doing that
too.
with multiple
They was
women?
fucking. Hold on.
No, we
Okay,
weren't fucking. We
No,
never
she
I'm
said
not
fucked.
they
saying
wasn't
he not
We
wrong.
never
It's my
fucked.
whole point
okay,
is
they
that we
fucked one
understand
time.
why he was
We never
pissed.
fucked. Also, Sequoia,
What the? Okay,
don't
just
You
speak
wait.
on.
lied.
No, hold
You
on.
lied. And you
No,
made me
no,
look
hold
like a
on.
liar.
Hold
And I had
on.
your
I don't
back.
have mod on
Like,
this
what the
page. Hold
fuck?
on, Sequoia. That whole situation with Souls, he is my absolute fucking best friend. That is my absolute ride or die best friend. That is why when I was shit-faced drunk after that cigar lounge and I was asleep and my legs had opened up, he closed my legs to make sure nobody had seen anything when it was just me and him in that backseat. That motherfucker is protective over me and I'm protective over him because that is like my brother. So don't try to paint a narrative on that situation because he has nothing to do with this, and that is one motherfucker I stand 10 toes down on. That was not even,
You
he
said
was
you
not even
stand 10
involved in
toes
that
down all
situation.
day. You've been
Okay,
10
so
toes
hold
down
on,
all
y'all.
So
day.
So
don't
Kristen
do
is
that
in
with
the
him.
audience. Tay, Kristen is in the audience asking what you want her to do because Kristen says she know everything and she's willing to come up.
bring
But it's
Kristen up.
And we
all right.
also
There
got
it
a
is.
bunch of randos that are not part of the meet and greet in the situation that keep requesting. Stay y'all asses in the comments and tap the screen. Let's get Tay Tay to 200K. Welcome in. If this your first time here, follow my girl. She got that hot mess of a mess that y'all like. She's young. She's cute. Come on, y'all. Tap the screen. Share the live. I'm done. Thank y'all.
That I told her, and
Why you call him yesterday?
I mean, cause
But Brookie
I did
Otis
call him
though,
yesterday to
like
know that Kiara had said something about the whole situation. I wanted to let him know he wasn't the only one I called. I called Cartel. I also called Souls as well. Everybody at the meet and greet. And KG. So
Dangerous.
Well, make sure that y'all are tapping the live and liking the live, sharing the live, y'all.
Thank you for the gifts,
So
y'all. I'm
let's
a
get
little
let's give a little
preoccupied.
quick recap
Sorry.
before Christian comes. So this is what happened. We were having a conversation
I was gonna
about
say,
what
I was gonna
supposedly.
say, Key, you do the recap.
Thank you. So we were having a conversation about the meet and greet. We went down the line of the affair of KG and Cartel and O'Shea, the fighting, the squaring up of Brooklyn and Otis, the love affair / triangle, whatever y'all want to call it. So then we go to this point where we said, hey, what happened in the bathroom? And Brooklyn said nothing. I gave him a hug and he said, are you good? And we walked out. But then the story got twisted when KG said, hey, I was never standing outside that bathroom when you and Otis was in the bathroom. I went upstairs. I wasn't aware. Brooklyn then say, hey, that's not true. You were outside the bathroom. Blah, blah, blah. So we go down this whole thing to figure out. Otis stuck his fingers in Brooklyn's bloody cooch. And then when Brooklyn tried to get on her knees and give you know what, that head or whatever, that guac, his stomach was over it and it couldn't get hard. Oh, Jesus.
Wait.
1 second.
Brooke,
That's what happened.
what is there to suck when it's inside of a fat
Sorry,
pocket?
Brooklyn.
no.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. What is there to
This
suck
is
when
a
it's inside
horror
of a fat
story. Like,
pocket?
what the fuck?
I have a genuine question. What is there to suck when it's inside of a fat pocket?
So I'm trying to figure out what was you
There was
thinking?
nothing to suck because he painted the narrative that I sucked his dick when he was on the phone. I'm sorry, watch my language. I'm so sorry. He that I did something to his Peter Wacker when the motherfucker's tip of his pee-pee was inside a fat pocket.
It's abundant.
What do you expect?
It's abundant. That's
Yeah,
what
what do
it
you
is.
expect me
Wait,
to do
hold
in
on,
that
Sunshine.
situation?
Hold on.
What like
So
what?
so wait. So how did you discover that it was a pocket inside
He
of a
pulled his
pocket?
pants down.
So you saw there was a pocket full of sunshine.
Yeah, he
Which,
pulled
oh
his pants
God
down.
damn it, Brookie. What the fuck?
I got one question. Did it stink? Because I could just.
No, I will say that he
What he's
actually.
saying makes
I
No,
sense
I will
though.
got a
say that
pocket
he
full of
actually
sunshine.
made
I
it
mean,
happen.
everything he is saying makes 100% sense.
like, what do we talk about?
It makes all the
Right?
sense in the world.
When all of that, now when the bill came, I was like, oh shit, you know what? I forgot my bag. You know what I'm saying? Because my bag has my money and it has my gun in it. Poison, what's up, love? My bag has my money and it has my gun. So me deciding to leave my gun in the house in my bag, I forgot to take my money out. Right? So we all trying to figure out what's up, and shit like that. And so I look at Shorty and hold on. I mean, so I look at Shorty, I'm like, hey yo, like cover the shit. No, I'm gonna say gun. I was like, hey yo, like cover the shit and then we gonna figure out when we get to the crib. She's like, I bet. She do the Apple Pay shit,
The waitress went quiet.
What's up? Now when we get to the crib, the intentions are everybody is shooting this motherfucking everybody's shooting this confessional, right? Everybody at the crib, everybody lit, and I mean everyone chilling. Scuba, no, what's good, bro? Scuba, I was tired of hearing the fuck shit, bro. I was tired of hearing the fuck shit. Cause the motherfuckers don't really talk about it. Cause I didn't understand how conniving, misleading this bitch Brooke was. Because I already knew off jump. And I called it when I was
Money out though. If you have money to pay it, hold on, mute
I
it
was
real
having a
quick.
conversation with
Mute it real
Kartel.
quick.
Like when motherfuckers figure shit out.
I don't
I
have
was like, hey yo,
mine.
Kartel. I already know who's out here spreading these
Why you
lies and
muting
who's
him?
saying
You done
shit.
said your part. Let him talk.
And we damn near
If
said
he had
Brooke's
money
name
in
at the
his
same
bag,
fucking
why
time.
didn't he pay me after we left STK?
You know what I'm
But
saying?
he
I
already
already
said
knew
that
this
you
shit.
said that you was gonna pay for his meal for his
Because if
birthday.
you do
No,
the
I did
math on
not
the
say
shit and
that.
you look at the common
At all.
denominator, bitch, you the common denominator.
Kiki was supposed to pay for his meal. I never
You know what
said
I'm
I was
saying?
paying
Like
for his
you're
birthday
the
meal.
common denominator, bro. Every fucked up situation that happened that weekend is attributed to you. And don't come on this app acting like motherfuckers like you was bankrolling anybody, stupid. You wasn't bankrolling shit. Like what are we really talking about? Like what? Yo, Black. That's what certain people say. Hey, yo,
He
and Black.
was bankrolling.
Like, why is she here? Like, and it's all of us. Like, bitch, stop it. Are you dumb? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Don't in one breath say, hey yo, listen, Otis was there with me. He was there for me when I was going through my grandmother's passing. And like, he's always been there for me and da da da. And the next breath, you try to make me look fucking crazy, bitch. You try to make me look crazy in the next breath, bitch, shut up. Are you dumb? So when we pull up to the crib, right? Everybody chilling. What up, Phoenix? Everybody chilling, right? Everyone's either in the living room or outside smoking, drinking. I'm in the confessional. I'm setting the camera up now with Scuba so I could get everybody's freaking confessional. I forgot who I spoke to. I was like, hey, yo, listen, just randomly, just get people and tell them to come in. So people's coming in, you know what I mean, to the, to the confessional and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they all fucking talking. While, I forgot who the fuck I was recording. One of the bodyguards came up to me. He was like, hey, yo, bro, so-and-so want to talk to you in the room. I'm thinking, Mike, appreciate that. I'm thinking it was Kiki. So I'm like, I bet. So I go inside the next room and I see Brooke low ass fucking balled up crying. So in my head I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not trying to go through this shit. What the fuck, bro? So I sit there and I'm like, yo, what's up? She's like, oh my god, like it's so hard and I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm like, yo, just get to the point. Like, what's up? I had no time for compassion at that point. Shorty, it's a whole meet and greet going on. We are not about to fucking we are not about to fucking center you. And mind you, let's pause right there. The reason I was tight, and this bitch will never share that, when I did my meet and greet last year, guess who did the same shit? Guess who did the same fucking performative shit? Guess who did it? Brooke. The same shit she did this year, guess what? She did this shit last year. That whole crying shit, wanting attention, the bitch did that shit all last year at the meet and greet. So it's like now we at this meet and greet, you literally doing the same shit over again. What? Ayo, Black, that statement right there, yes, I agree with that 100%.
Hold on,
We did
because
that same
I can
shit
speak
last
on
year,
the
bro.
I can speak on the other meet
So
and greet.
this
So
year
let me
now,
explain what
Write
happened
your
the
we
last
notes
meet
Hold
and
on,
greet.
down.
pause that. Lele,
Pause
hold
that.
on. Okay,
So
go
the
ahead.
last meet and greet, there was a girl.
Write your notes
and be
down
like,
Hold
so
on.
we can hear.
no, sorry, not even.
What? They just told me to say what? So literally, what happened last meet and greet was no, it wasn't a big thing that happened. Me and Souls was on the back porch, and this is how I met Souls, and me and Souls became so close. Me and Souls was literally having an in-depth conversation, just me and him on the back porch. Everybody else was inside.
What did you
Everybody
do
else was
today?
inside. Hold on 1 second. Everybody else was inside. It was me and Souls alone having a conversation about me just losing my grandmother the month prior. The month
So why
prior.
are you
Me
being
losing. Hold on,
weird?
Kiara. Hold on. Me losing my grandmother the month prior, and me and Souls was having a conversation about me just losing my grandmother. So I was very emotional because my grandmother was like my mother. And it was just me and him. There was a girl there named Screamer. And if you would know what happened at the last meet and greet, you would know Screamer did a lot of fucked up shit to Otis, said a lot of sexual shit to Otis and everything like that. He went live about it multiple times. Screamer came out there. Then Otis came out there. And Screamer was like, "Are you good, Brooke?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." She was like, "You want to order some food?" Mind you, it's at midnight. We're at the Airbnb. We all had been drinking, playing games. And so I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I just had a conversation with Souls, like everything's straight." And Screamer then gets into it with Otis. I don't know. They had gotten into it inside. They were going at it. Otis has a control issue. He likes to control everything. Even at this meet and greet, him and Kiki got into it because he didn't want us to go to the strip club or the script club because we had to check out at 10 a.m. the next morning. Him and Kiki got into it on the stairs because he didn't want us to go and Kartel wanted to go. He has a control issue. Otis or Souls and Screamer goes inside. Otis is like, "Brooke, you want to come? Like, let's go inside. It's midnight." I said, "No, just give me like 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes to calm down, and I'll be right back inside. Like, I'm good. Just give me 5. No, you're gonna come inside now." I said, "Otis, really? Just give me like 5 minutes. Like, give me a second. I just need a second by myself. Just me and Otis sitting out there." He said, "No, you're gonna get your ass inside. My name is on this Airbnb, and I don't need people to call the police because you're sitting out here." I said, "Okay, Otis." At that point, I was like, wow. So I went inside. I grabbed my keys. I went to go leave. Not the smartest decision. I went to go leave. And they did it because I had drank alcohol. If I don't feel comfortable to drive, I'm not going to drive. But I was comfortable to drive. They all came out to try to stop me from leaving because Otis didn't want me to leave. I ended up going home and didn't go back the rest of that meet and greet. So whatever he is saying, all the issues with him and Screamer was the one that ruined that. The motherfucker would not give me 5 minutes of my time because his name was on the Airbnb. He wasn't even a part of the conversation me and Souls had, and it was just me and Souls on the back porch. So don't paint any type of picture. Just because you have control issues, Otis, and everything doesn't go according to your plan, people go through IRL stuff. I had just lost my fucking grandmother.
Okay, Brookie, we understand, but Brookie, can you understand? Can you understand from a standpoint of people that are listening, right? When we have asked you different questions and we have asked you different things, and you like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep this to myself, but I'll tell y'all the rest of it. And then when somebody else come up and say something, right? And then that's when you want to say something. When we hear this story, it's kind of like, can we believe it or can't we? You
Well,
know
he
what
had
I'm
already
saying?
clarified that everything that happened. He went live about the whole Screamer situation right after that meet and greet. And he never once said anything that happened between me and him about that situation. So if it was such a big deal and you were outing everything, why didn't you out that too? Because it wasn't a big deal at all. There was no big deal of the situation because it wasn't a big deal. He didn't say anything on any of those lives, BK. And he was out on all the shit.
Okay, well, we're going to go back to what Otis is saying, and we got your side. Let's go back to what Otis is saying. Go ahead, Lele.
Shorty got her car keys. Mind you, she drunk. She's drunk. And last year, guess what she used as an excuse? She used her grandmother and the shit she was going through as an excuse. And she got in her car. Prophetess had to damn near run after. We was in the crib. Prophetess was like, "Hey, yo, do you want me to go check on her?" I was like, "Yo, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck." Because at this point, I don't give a fuck. Like, just do your thing. Prophetess went out. Prophetess went out her way. Uh, uh, I can't remember if Soul was out there with her. If Soul had went there like before or not. Yeah, I mean, but Prophetess went out there, and I think it was late too. It was like 3, 4 in the morning. I mean, Prophetess went out there to talk to her, try to convince her to stay. Da da da. She gave Prophetess a whole fucking sob story, and then guess what? Shorty drove off drunk. So this year you try to do the same shit. What the fuck? So, you know what I mean? So after inside that room, I was like, hey, yo, look, shorty, I don't got the capacity, bro. So look, what I'm going to do within this moment, I'm going to go call the bodyguards real quick, and I'm going to tell them to escort you to your room. She was like, no, I don't want to make a scene. I don't want to make it hot. I'm like, bitch. Well, I didn't call her a bitch, but I was like, shorty, you already making a scene. You already making it hot. Because you're trying to make this a Brooke show. That's crazy. You're repeating what you did last year now. She was like, no, it's not a repeat. Da, da, da. I'm like, no, it is. You did this shit last year. Saying. So when I walked off to go get the bodyguards and shit, yo, nobody let anybody up. I'm going to let everybody up, please. If I see anybody's name come across the screen that let any random person up, I'm gonna fucking unmod you, bro. Kartel, what's good, bro? Yeah, I mean, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna go get security. Yeah, I'm saying, and I'm gonna tell them to escort you to your room because you're drunk and I don't want you to fall down these stairs. By the time I step out to go get him and come back, she's gone. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Next thing you know, I see everybody fucking going upstairs into the room, into my room, right where she was at. So I'm like, okay, cool. What the
Pause.
fuck is
Prophetess
going
just
on?
told a totally
So
different story.
I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it. Everybody goes up there, right? Almost
Oh,
everybody, right?
Rain.
I don't know what the
Prophetess
fuck
just
they're
told a
talking about.
totally different story, though.
She's getting exactly what she asked for is
Hold on, let
attention.
Prophetess
us.
said that she
That's what she
heard
was
them
seeking.
Okay,
scream.
hold on,
Is
Lele,
fucking
pause it real
attention.
quick. Hold on,
You
cause
know what I'm
Somebody can
saying?
mute me. I
we
got
got a
So
stuff in my
that
content.
hand.
Okay,
happens.
He
okay, baby.
never he never went to go get security to
Okay,
take
so
me to
hold
a
on.
room.
So,
Hold on one
go
second, DK.
ahead.
Let me clarify. Me and Otis were supposed to share a room. So he's still trying to paint the narrative that this house was big enough for all of us. This house was not big enough for all of us. My stuff literally was at the end of the bed in Otis's room. I'm sitting on the bed. So how was he supposed to tell security to escort me to my room? I didn't have a room beside Otis's room.
That's not the point. The point that I
So
was
he
just
never
pointing
even said
out,
that.
the point that I was pointing out was that Otis' story is different from Prophetess' story because she said when she was leaving out or either going to her room. I know it was either one of them. And then she said, I heard yelling through the door. So I opened the door and she seen Brooklyn and OC arguing. So then she started calling for KO, which was her cousin, the security. So clearly Otis is not telling the story correctly. So they both
Kier,
liars.
it's the time. It's the timeline. Like you
Okay,
right.
so
It's the
look. Okay,
timeline. The
while we are
timeline that
on.
happened before. That happened before Brookie went upstairs and that fight happened. So I get what you're saying. That it's a confusion with the timestamps. No, that happened all before the whole trying to escort her up to the room and de-escalate her, get the keys and stuff. That was the first initial conversation that was had between
Okay,
Brookie,
okay. Look,
Kiki, and I.
hey, y'all,
Oh yeah,
pause
yeah.
for just a second. Kristen has been up here. Okay, we do have to get. Kristen, do you have any new information to tell us before we get back to what OC is, explaining? Do you have any different information to give us that we already don't know?
No, not different. I mean, Brooke called me the day that all this happened. The bathroom story, I've been telling her, like, you need to come out, especially because I think it's weird and I told this to her, I said, for you to sit there and say you're going to put everything on the floor and then to say to KG, like, oh, you need to put everything on the floor. You need to put everything on the floor, but you're missing the key details of what I was told happened in the bathroom. And then sitting there and calling Prophetess a liar. That's wild to me. And like, that's my best friend. I'm going to call her out. Like, you just lied. And she knows that. And like so it took you getting that level of angry to come out with the truth, but you were okay before that when KG was like, oh no, like this didn't happen, and Papaya's sitting there like, that's how I sound when I lie, and da 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 da. And it's just kind of like, I mean, you knew what happened, and you should have just come out and told the whole story.
Respectfully, don't put Papaya in it. Papaya was just responding. You should
No, but I just
hold
mean
your
like,
friend
like
accountable.
with like, just like her saying like, like that's what I sound like when I lie. Like, yeah, like she's valid in saying that.
All right, cool. Thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
Lele, continue. Lele. Oh Lord, have mercy. We didn't
I
lost
got it.
Lele.
Hold on. I'll pull it up. Whose live is it?
OC.
OC live.
Okay, OC live. 1 second.
Mind you, I'm fucking livid. I'm angry as fuck. And I'm gonna be honest. When I get angry to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? I used to have crazy anger problems. To a certain extent, I break shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck shit up. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit no more. Right? So I go to my little corner and I'll just chill. Right? I don't want to talk. You can ask anybody that knows me for real. Anybody in this life that knows me for real in real life outside of this shit knows when I'm angry, I don't say shit. I stay to myself. Yeah, I'm saying I stay to myself. That's totally different from a couple years ago. When I'm mad and when I'm angry and I can't, you know what I'm saying, and I can't, know what I mean, like I'm in that shit, I stay to myself. If you try to talk to me, I'm gonna ignore the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ignore you because I'm angry within this fucking moment. Stop fucking talking to me. Everybody that knows me outside this app knows this shit about me. Real shit. Right? So I'm chilling. Mind you, I waited for everybody to leave outside that room, whatever. I go. So me being angry, livid, mad, whatever. Mind you, it's like 3 in the fucking morning. I leave up out of there. I go inside the room, right? I close the door. I sit on the edge of the bed. And so I'm just sitting on the edge of the bed by myself. You know what I'm saying? Just in my thoughts and shit. Just be like, all right, bro, look. You know what I'm saying? Just let the shit go, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know how to... Like, I'm literally talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fucking get myself out of this mindset of in this anger that I'm feeling within this moment for this stupid shit that Shorty's trying to do to my event for the second fucking time in a fucking row, right? So I think like 30 minutes passed or some shit. I'm still sitting there looking at the fucking wall, right? The door opens up. I look. I see Shorty. I turn back around. You know what I'm saying? I just glance, look, I turn back around. Shorty goes in the bathroom because I can hear it. Shorty goes in the bathroom, does whatever she does. She comes back. There was a little couch in front of the bed. There was a little couch in front of the bed. Shorty's digging through her bag. I hear her digging through her bag. She says, that's fucked up. How you're always judgmental. I was like, hey, yo, Shorty, like, stop talking to me. And she was like, oh, no, like, it's just fucked up. Like, I mean, like, we're friends and you're judging me and shit like that.
That is not what happened.
Like, bro, stop fucking talking to me, yo. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, what? Like, why you speaking to me within this? Stop talking to me, bro. And I mean, she's like, oh, no, like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're judging me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came in that room and you're judging me and shit like that. So, mind you, I'm in this room by myself. I mean, I'm in this room by myself, chilling. not saying shit, and you find the need to come in there and talk to me, even though I'm telling you, stop fucking talking to me. Leave me the fuck alone. So I tell her this shit numerous times. Stop fucking talking to me. Leave me the fuck alone. Shorty's continuously talking. So that's when I get up. I'm like, hey, yo, Brooke, like, stop fucking speaking to me, bro. Like, what the fuck aren't you understanding? Stop talking to me. And she continuously going. Then that's when I lose my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I lose my shit. I'm like, yo, I mean, I went off. I saw black. I'm not going to hold. I saw black. You know what I mean? And yeah, I cursed her the fuck out. And no, all of this rah-rah shit, she was like, oh yeah, who the fuck you talking to? No. She didn't do none of that. Now look.
Yes, I did.
Was I wrong for how I addressed it? No. Was I wrong for stepping a shorty like that? Probably yes. But this is what I talk about all the time. Stop putting yourself in the line of fire. You see me quiet, not saying shit, chilling. And then I'll tell you stop talking to me. But you constantly doing that shit, right? So that's when the argument started, right? And that's when it was like, yo, fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck out, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop fucking talking to me. Next thing you know, I don't know who the fuck came in the room first. I'm not going to hold you because I went black. I don't know who came in the room first, right? Whether it was Prophetess, whether it was the bodyguards, who the fuck. I just remember that door opening and people just coming the fuck in, right? Kartel, Prophetess, Kiki, fucking Shaq, whoever else was in there, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be real about that. I don't fucking know. No, facts. I don't fucking know. I didn't even know that when Prophetess came and she came in front of me, she had to tell me this shit that I swiped her away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I didn't even realize that I was hot. So people came in the room. Yeah, I mean they broke it up. I wish I had the footage. I wish I had the footage. But yeah, people came. People said that. Like they broke it up and shit, right? So I forgot who brought her down, and I was just still in the room and shit like that. And yeah, I was in the room with Kiki, and then we was just talking and shit. I didn't really say much. I was hot. You know what I mean? I was heated as fuck. I didn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind. Like, yo, listen, here's the thing. I don't mind being on a chopping block, bro. I'm gonna keep it real and let you guys know, yes, in that moment, I got fucking angry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stayed to myself. But if you see me angry and you call and you say, hey, yo, Otis is my friend. Otis was there for me when my grandmother died. Otis was there. Like, if you big me up how you big me up, and then on the other end, you intentionally doing shit to get me angry is fucking crazy. What up, La? It's fucking crazy. I'm going to admit to the shit where I fuck up at. I'm going to admit it, but you not. So when I'm listening to Tasha's live, I'm like, after a while, I'm like, yo, I can't keep listening to this white bitch talk this bullshit. Like, this shit is crazy. So when everybody got broken up, and shit, I'm gonna open up the panel in a second, and everybody could come up, Prophetess and whoever, you know what I mean? Because let's really have the conversation, right? Because when I was in Tasha's live trying to talk and really say shit how it was, right? The bitch Brooke kept cutting me off, right? And Tasha was like, hey, yo, you a monster, do you think, whatever. I knew I wasn't going to get a voice in there. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah.
I'm sorry, but that part is definitely a lie. Tasia was just saying protect her page, and he always have that loud ass microphone. So Brooklyn was not technically cutting him off. We didn't really hear shit that Brooklyn said.
I was about to say, Kiera, be like, nah, that's false. Don't even do that to Tasia. Tasia's trying to protect her fucking life. And you was yelling with that big ass mic, nigga.
Yeah, no, Tasia didn't say
Knock
nothing
that
for a
mic
while.
off.
She let him rock for a minute and we all was here. Until it
Exactly.
got a little much and then she got a violation.
And then she was like, stop. Then she was like, stop calling
But see,
bitches or
this is the
whatever she
thing.
All
said.
they
Don't
had
get
to
my
all they
page
had
Hold
to
on
do
one
was
started.
second.
stop
Hold on.
yelling. That's all
Because
they had to do.
I literally said the events from start to finish in that room. I walked in that room. I went straight to the toilet to go pee. I said, Otis, we can have a conversation about this when we sober up. Shut the fuck up talking to me. I walked to my bag that's at the end of the bed to get my vitamins that were there. What did y'all want me to do? Not grab my shit that's in his room? I didn't know he was in there. Me, KG, and Kartel were all having conversations with everybody. I wasn't paying attention what the fuck Otis was doing. I didn't know he was in that room.
So we can just break this down to the
Hold on one second.
lies,
Let
the
me finish. Hold
cries,
on.
and the cuddling thick thighs. Y'all, this has been crazy.
Yes, I was talking and peeing. I was pissing and talking. Shit
Oh
happens.
wait.
Like, just unlock the sprinter van. Because at that point, I was done with all this shit. So on some real shit, I wanted to kick her out. I was gonna give her bread back and then kick her the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So Kiki opened the sprinter van wherever she was in the house. I fucking walked out and I went in the sprinter van. And I was in the sprinter van from 3 a.m. from 4 a.m. to like 7, 8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to bring in the whole crib. Now, if I'm fucking angry, I don't gotta bring in I don't need this kind of attention. I'm good. So I stepped away.
But the next morning you cried about everybody coddling me. Hold on, Kiara. Kiara, hold on.
My own shit.
You got upset the next morning because I didn't even get to talk about the fact that you set me down. You asked me to talk the next morning, and Prophetess was in that room where Prophetess was playing mediator, where I told you I listened to everything that you said, everything, where you still didn't understand where I was coming from. I didn't understand where you were coming from. And the reason why I cut you off as a person was because you sat there and said the only reason why I didn't throw things or hurt you or hurt anybody was because my name was on the Airbnb. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I would do things differently. And you sat there and said, I wouldn't. And that was right then and there. And then after that conversation, you got so mad at the fact that nobody in that house agreed with your actions that you sat us down for a house meeting where nobody said anything to your face. And Prophetess had the names of people. Sequoia, you weren't in the house at this point. Prophetess had the names of the people that disagreed with you because she asked me behind closed doors and she still didn't say anything. Okay, nobody said anything to your face and everybody disagreed with your actions. And you were so mad that everybody coddled me, but nobody sat there and checked on you. So you making that statement on your panel, you're full of shit because you sat everybody down for a house meeting because they didn't agree with your actions and said that nobody checked on you. And I told everybody to go check on you, Otis. I told everybody to go check on you to make sure you were straight and cool. So you saying that right now is absolutely crazy because you were so mad that everybody coddled me and didn't come to check up on you.
Hey, so look, so right now the streamer is gone. So Key had to go. So we do need a streamer up here. But until we can find someone to stream the live, do anybody have any type of questions or anything like that?
5 seconds to get to the car. What about 15?
Stream
Okay.
who? Otis? I can stream him. Hold on.
Y'all don't have like no questions or anything like that.
A lot of comments, but I'm gonna wait till I make it to the crib.
Okay. Ashley, you got any questions?
Girl, no, this is what they be talking about. Y'all can't be friends with these niggas. Y'all should have known they was gonna be trying to touch on y'all. Like 7 and 7. Come on now.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the comments real quick because the comments, the comment cousins do have the comments do have a question. So KG, they wanted to know were y'all cuddling? Hold on, Sequoia. They want to know were y'all cuddling or not. Sequoia, you know what I'm saying? But I want you in there. Give me just a second, Sequoia. So KG, they wanted to know in the comments were you all cuddling or not?
Yes, we were all cuddling together, Brookie, Cartel, and I. Um, like I said, I'm not proud of my um actions, and since we putting it on the floor, that's what it was. So yeah, but I did not sleep with that man. We all had clothes on. It was late. That was a lack of judgment on my part, and I take full accountability for it. And I take whatever hate it is. I know what. Yeah, I understand, and I apologize.
Okay, all right. Any other questions before we get back to Sequoia? Uh, Anything more than just cuddling? Wait a minute, one more question. Anything more than just cuddling? Just cuddling?
It was just strictly cuddling, and honestly, truly, I'm a wild sleeper, so it might have been some kicks in there thrown in there. So I ain't gonna hold you. Whatever.
Okay,
That's
cool. Any more questions before we go back?
Hold on, this is four people cuddling in a bed.
What you say, Sandra?
Was this four people cuddling in a bed?
No. I was on the outside. KG was in the middle. Cartel was on the other side of her. We was all asleep on one couch.
Okay,
Okay.
one more question. So they said, why did you lie yesterday, KG?
so honestly, I was already embarrassed. I didn't even know where it had came out from because I didn't want that to come out. I was already embarrassed and ashamed from the jump. So I was just like, I'm not going to feel it or, gas it up or any type of way. So I'm just not going to just deny. And then once it had came out that
Okay.
I have a
Ashley,
question.
go ahead,
Yeah.
Ash.
So, when you was telling this story to everybody except for us before it got
sorry,
here.
I got it.
Oh,
Sorry,
go
I
ahead.
had gotten the phone. I'm sorry, I had gotten